controlled medical scheme
Yo, let's put
emergency
this
C-section. But actually, back in January,
thing.
the
There we
Maryland Board of
go.
Nursing, which oversees midwives and previously pushed for
There
this
we
legislation, they pulled
go.
their support
Oh, you're
suddenly, citing those
updating
same
what?
safety concerns.
Okay,
So
you're
without that
verifying
backing, the bill
something.
sponsors
Okay,
decided to
okay,
pull. And the
okay.
timing of all this is especially
on.
key because the
What's
board's
up?
flip-flop happened just a few weeks after the Washington Post published their insanely damning investigation. And then we've got to talk about a lot of big news involving Israel and Palestine. Or first off, Israel's government's not doing itself any PR favors today after it seized equipment belonging to the Associated Press and cut a live
You're gonna launch. Let me read this first. I watched the VOD. I missed the stream. Watching the VOD. Being which actually is different kind of pay. Yeah.
feed of northern Gaza. And this, of course, notably coming after Israel has faced accusations of becoming increasingly authoritarian due to a new law that heavily curbs news outlets that allegedly pose a national security risk. And as we talked about on the show before, Al Jazeera became the first network to
What's
effectively
going on? Come on now, don't do this to me,
because
Apex.
Israeli officials claim that the issue wasn't that the
Let me
AP
do
was
this.
providing a news feed from southern Israel and showing northern
close,
Gaza.
close,
Instead,
close,
saying that
close,
the
close,
AP was giving that feed to the
Can
now
you
banned
close?
Al
No.
Jazeera, with Israeli
Right
authorities
click
also adding the
close.
claim that
No.
the feed, which just showed
Right
smoke
click
coming from the
close.
bombed out
No.
city, showed what they said were the
I'm not
activities
gonna
of the
alt
IDF
F4. I'm
forces
gonna
and that
shift
it
escape.
endangers
Control
our
shift
fighters. So with
escape.
that, the AP
Find
pushed
Apex.
back, saying the Qatari
And
satellite
task.
channel is among
Now she's
thousands of
gone.
clients that receive live
She's
video feeds from
gone.
the
She
AP and
went
other
away.
news organizations. So this is,
Gone
some say unfortunately in
away.
the grand
Now
scheme,
to
the seized
play.
items aren't
Let's
likely a
see if
huge
you work
financial blow to the Associated
today.
Press, with reportedly just involving a camera,
Holy.
tripod, two mics, and a live modem. But with this, it's less the items and more the principle of the matter that the AP and journalists are upset about.
Holy.
The outlet urging Israel to return the gear and let them reinstate the stream. And all this is within Israel, opposition leaders are growing increasingly frustrated with Netanyahu's continuous appeals. Saying things like, this is not Al Jazeera. This is an American media outlet that won 53 Pulitzer Prizes. That news government behaves as if it has decided to make sure at all costs that Israel will be a pariah all over the world. They went crazy. And on the note of possibly being a loner on the world stage, it's
The
been that
AP?
Israel's been on the brink of that over Rafah. The city is the last major
have you
one
not
in
seen
Gaza,
what's
and
been
it's pretty
going
much
on?
when
What do
Israel
you
told Gaza
are
to
you
go
you
at the
guys
start of the war,
expect
they wanted
them
to
to
be away from the fight.
be
But then we saw the fighting
reasonable? What is wrong with you at this point? Holy fuck, bro. What do you expect happens in war A? B, have you seen what happens in this war? Come on.
That's not to downplay what has happened.
Come on,
There are still a ton of people dying because of Israeli targeted attacks. There's clear evidence
Can we
that
at least
Israel is
come at this
slowly
shit with
building up its
honesty?
attack across the city to the point that it now claims to control 30 to 40% of it. With this, you have the IDF and Israeli sources saying this slower pace has also seemingly meant that nearly 1 million people have been evacuated from the city. Though it's argued that that wording puts a positive spin on the fact that 1 million people were forced from relative safety or face Israeli attacks. And even outside of the direct war zone, aid's still lacking. Notably, this is happening as there are bombshell reports coming out with right-wing police officers and soldiers that they're tipping off ultra-nationalist settlers and activists where aid truck convoys are going to be. Then those groups going out to slow down the convoys or block them completely. With those involved justifying this action by claiming that all the aid being sent to Gaza is weaponized to control the populace. So notably, their aid agencies on the ground claims that Israel has yet to provide evidence that this is a widespread problem. And then we've got even more news that we're going to dive into, but I just got to take a second to say, if you care about accessing a free internet or protecting your data and devices, why don't you have a VPN yet? I use NordVPN to keep my digital life secure, and Linz and the kids, they love accessing streaming content from all around the world. But, honestly, more and more, I've become increasingly grateful to Nord, knowing it's the best shot at maintaining access to information. Today, we're seeing certain sites censored in Texas and in a few other states, and of course, access to TikTok content hangs in the balance. But also with that, really, who knows what's next? And these days, a VPN could make the difference in accessing a free internet altogether through their proxy servers around the world. Cyber criminal intercepting your data. Seriously, why haven't you gotten NordVPN yet? It's a no-brainer. You can get a huge discount on a 2-year plan plus an additional 4 months free at nordvpn.com/Phil. It's nordvpn.com/Phil, the best deal on the internet, and it's risk-free with Nord's 30-day money-back guarantee. And a special thanks to NordVPN for being a fantastic sponsor of our show. And then, so you may have heard me talk about food deserts or news deserts, but have you ever heard about blood deserts? Which, if you haven't, that makes sense. It's actually a new term that was coined in a paper by a coalition of 27 doctors, researchers, and patient advocates to raise awareness about an incredibly serious global health crisis that's not being talked about nearly enough. The fact that there is a shockingly high number of people around the world who lack adequate access to blood transfusions. Right, in this paper, published in Lancet Global Health, specifically defines blood deserts as geographical areas where there's not enough blood to treat 75% of medical cases where it's required. Now, with that, one thing that I want to clarify right off the bat here is that while we've talked about blood shortages in the U.S., this is actually a totally different situation. First of all, the scale is just absolutely massive. We're talking hundreds of millions, if not billions of people living in these blood deserts. And as is often the case, this global crisis disproportionately impacts low and middle income countries, aka LMICs, with studies showing that the vast majority of countries, 61%, have blood shortages. This is especially notable in sub-Saharan Africa, South Asia, and Oceania, where every single country is in deficit. And there are a number of factors that drive these shortages, like a basic lack of adequate donations. Or will the World Health Organization recommend a minimum of 10 units of blood donated for every 1,000 community members? Low-income countries don't even reach half that amount. But the main common thread connecting all these blood deserts is that they're mostly in rural areas, where the vast majority of blood banks are concentrated in urban centers. And while international health organizations have long called for more as a solution to this global crisis, it's easier said than done. Setting up and operating a blood bank, it's expensive. You need to build storage facilities and ensure there's enough energy for refrigeration. Also, the logistics of blood banking are very complex, requiring experts to recruit donors, collect blood, test samples, coordinate.
Ooh, I'm on here.
Many of the people who live in blood deserts, they're low-income, disadvantaged populations that
I got a
struggle to
biscuit
access
bar.
sufficient healthcare systems, and they lack trained providers with the necessary expertise. So as a result, there hasn't been nearly enough movement on that front. You have folks like Dr. Nicole Raykar, a trauma surgeon and co-author of the Lancet paper, explained that it will take decades to build and fund enough functional blood banks to meet the world's needs. And so for hundreds of millions of people who live in rural settings without any access to blood, the only hospitals with blood banks are hours away.
Peacekeeper, RE45.
For many people who have to first face difficult terrain or poor road infrastructure in order to even get to those urban centers. And all of this, as the consequences here are incredibly dire. In places with access to blood, conditions that require transfusions like excessive bleeding after a physical trauma, hemorrhaging after giving birth, or anemia have all become highly treatable. But in those blood deserts, those conditions can become deadly very quickly. And this isn't hypothetical. Millions of people die preventable deaths every year because of blood shortages. And Raykar says that the lack of blood supply is a huge reason that so many people die after trauma and LMICs. With in fact some studies finding that as many as 50 to 60% of trauma patients die in those countries compared to just 1 to 2% in high-income countries like the States. Also, there's other research that's shown that postpartum hemorrhage causes more than 1 in every 3 maternal deaths globally. That makes it the single most common factor, and this also goes beyond emergency care. Doctors in areas with blood shortages, they also have to defer life-saving surgeries because of the high likelihood the patient's going to bleed out on the operating table without a transfusion to replenish blood loss. So clearly, you can see this is a huge, serious crisis. But despite the fact that this issue is so far-reaching and it impacts so much of the world, it's gotten very little attention, which is why we have Raykar and other researchers behind this paper, not only trying to bring more awareness on this overlooked topic, but also with that, they're proposing 3 innovative solutions to help the crisis. Though, one thing I want to make clear is that these are not long-term solutions. These are really just stopgaps that can be used to help address shortages while more long-term efforts to expand and establish blood banks continue. Right? And so the first proposal here has the potential for the biggest impact. And that's the idea of a walk-in blood bank, where healthcare providers are able to draw blood from community members in times of need, rather than storing blood in physical blood banks. And under this system, healthcare workers identify people to recruit as donors, mobilize them during a crisis, rapid test their blood for transmissible diseases like HIV and syphilis on the spot, and then they transfuse the blood directly to the patient in need. And sometimes, in very serious situations, healthcare workers themselves can also go through the process as well. Right, so that can seem like an amazing solution, but there is also a major drawback. Many low and middle income countries banned walking blood banks in the 1990s and 2000s amid the AIDS crisis, but that largely in response to pressure from HIV activists and the World Health Organization, which called for zero tolerance for blood transmitted cases. Many of those policies still remain. Even the WHO's most recent guidance from April of 2023 strongly recommends against walking blood banks unless there is an acute emergency, with a WHO spokesperson telling NPR, while the transfusion of blood collected from donors to patients can save lives, it involves risks itself and could cause serious consequences and even death of patients. That position has been backed up by others, like a former medical officer for the World Health Organization Regional Office for the Eastern Mediterranean, with him specifically pointing to accuracy issues with rapid diagnostic tests, saying in countries in Africa and Asia, the environmental conditions are so diverse and sometimes hostile, so if you don't have the right storage conditions for the test kit, you will not have the correct results. He also noted that personnel in these rural areas might not necessarily have the same experience as urban clinicians, but this is you also had other experts pushing back against that, noting that studies show rapid diagnostic tests could screen walking blood bank donations for HIV and other diseases with 98 to 99% accuracy at local clinics. And so as a result, you have people like Dr. Nabhojit Roy, a retired rural surgeon from India, telling NPR that while safety is important, these concerns have been overemphasized to the point where they are trading off with life-saving solutions, noting that walking blood banks are actually a tool that the U.S. military effectively uses in war zones, explaining what we live through every day in these blood deserts is nothing short of that. How many people need to die before you say this is war? And also going on to say that the WHO's current guidance for walking blood banks fails to acknowledge that blood deserts are a state of emergency, adding extreme blood scarcity in much of the world is not an impending catastrophic event, but the current status quo. So while walking blood banks could be an effective tool for addressing blood deserts, this strategy is difficult, if not impossible, to implement without a total overhaul of the current system, which then brings us to the second short-term solution, drone-based blood delivery. And under this model, drones are launched from blood banks in major cities and then sent to hard-to-reach rural areas, because often drones can surpass difficult terrain, bad weather, traffic. This is something that's actually been successfully tested, like in one northeastern Indian state in the Himalayas, where experts say blood used to take 2 to 3 days to arrive. But now, with drones, it can reach clinics in just 4 hours. But that, while there are still issues with it. First of all, it doesn't address underlying problems with lacking blood donations in general. As well as always a big deal with these things, drone programs are expensive, with one in Rwanda, for example, costing $4 million. But then finally, the third idea this paper outlines to help blood deserts is a process called autotransfusion, where blood pooling inside of a patient's body is collected by surgeons run through a device that cleans it and then retransfused into the patient. There are a number of benefits to this. First off, it saves time and money because doctors won't have to run tests for diseases or cross-check matching blood type. That in turn also allows them to allocate in-demand blood to other patients in need. And in fact, this is actually something that's already pretty commonly used in the U.S. And while price barriers have prevented it from spreading to LMICs, there are a number of groups working on more cost-effective methods that have the potential to revolutionize the use of autotransfusion in places that need it most. Right? And so with all that said, clearly there are some good ideas being put out there. With all this, some experts like Raykar say that the biggest hurdle is just raising awareness about blood deserts and getting people to care. So in sharing all of this with you, part of this is hoping that it does draw more attention to the issue. Because then maybe a few of you share the information, share this segment, and it could be small, the smallest part of paving the way for an actual change, positive change. But of course, like with everything on the show, but especially on these deep dives, I'd love to know your thoughts. That is the end of your Tuesday evening, Wednesday morning dive into news. Of course, I'll see you soon, because my name's Philip DeFranco. You've just been filled in. I love your face.
Coleman says, nice.
Champion eliminated. Champion up.
Nice. What did it, boys? I don't even play Wraith. I'm a Lifeline main. Why am I Wraith? I hate this girl.
Enemy spotted. Fun. I spotted. Taking fire. Closing. Making contact. They might have seen you.
This one's almost dead up here. He's on top. He dropped. Oh no. He just healed himself. He's right here. He just healed. He's over top now. I'm up top on the roof.
Reached a new level. I've got an upgrade waiting. I've got no choice.
Thank you.
Choose the path.
Just a script. 1 second.
Healing up. Eyes are open though.
We're in the circle, correct? You got a drone I could heal off?
Round 3.
Should I waste
Beginning
these?
Ring countdown.
Recharging my shields.
I ain't gonna use that med kit if we got a drone.
Attention, delivering replicator.
Replicator incoming. It'll throw corpses like flies.
One minute. Rings nearby.
Void jumping. 45 seconds, rings close. We're close to the ring. 30 seconds left. Ultimate accelerant here.
Contact. Over there.
Deploying health drone.
Spotted a victim over there.
10 seconds, the ring's close.
Spotted a victim over there.
Warning. In
Enemy
progress.
over there.
Crafting, but keeping focus.
Package being delivered.
Buzz up. Hostile spotted.
Care package over there.
Enemy over there. Target spotted.
Opening fire. Throwing frag.
You're being aimed at.
Can't escape. In fact, escape search failed.
Ring countdown.
Reloading. Reloading. Down one.
Attention, delivering replicator.
No escape. Reloading.
Reloaded.
Heavy ammo here. Light ammo here. Syringe here.
I'm not
Light ammo
back
here.
Contact with target. I'm spotted. Taking fire. Reloaded.
New kill leader appointed.
I'm the kill leader. We got this. 45 seconds. Rings just up ahead. Just giving my shields a recharge.
Punching a tunnel.
Here's your birthday present.
Set the portal.
Knockdown shield here. Level 4.
Warning. Ring closing.
Taking fire.
You're being aimed at.
Shields.
Enemy spotted.
Hostile spotted. Target over there. Target spotted.
I can see both of them. I don't know where that third team is though. One up there.
Ring countdown.
One up right there. We got both. Well, now they know we're here.
One minute. Ring's pretty close. Heavy ammo here. Listen up. Got sniper ammo here. Heavy ammo here.
45 seconds. Ring's just up ahead.
Getting target over there. Need to recharge my shields.
30 seconds. Ring's close. Enemy shield broke. Reload.
Need to recharge my shields.
Get in the ring or I'll kill you myself.
I'm spotted. Taking fire. Just giving my shields a recharge.
Placing a portal.
An enemy landed near them. Watch it.
You're in view of the enemy.
Hostile right here.
They spotted me. I'm taking shots. Getting shot at.
Broke their shield now. Enter the town.
Need to recharge my shields.
Final round. Beginning ring countdown.
Getting shot. Someone's got a death wish.
They're right above me too.
Boy jumping.
I got one right above me.
There's another squad attacking.
Coleman says, Coach. Coleman says, 1.
Oh, they chased. Oh, was it? I was the only one alive.
GT.
I didn't know that he was. I don't know what the fuck happened there. I was in my fucking zone.
We have our Apex champions.
Hey everyone, welcome back to another Hardware News recap of the week. In this one, we'll be talking about Battle Mage appearing again, like Loch Ness, just resurfacing as a monster, breaching the waters. It's another appearance of a potential Battle Mage GPU. RDNA 5 gets a blank slate design. Now you might be saying, what about RDNA 4? And the rumor mill
I ranked up.
doesn't care about that one.
It's the
We'll
only
also
true
be
way to
talking
go.
about NVIDIA potentially working on a handheld gaming device, Lunar Lake being in some Intel-based handheld gaming devices, tariffs increasing, which will likely affect consumer pricing for some electronics, and more. Before that, this video is brought to you by Lian Li and the O11D Evo RGB case. The O11D Evo RGB is an updated entry to the famed O11 lineup, retaining heavy support for fan mounts, drive mount locations, and flexibility on component mounting, such as 2 options for the power supply. The O11D Evo RGB's dual chamber approach aims to maximize cable storage on the backside to streamline cable management, coupling this with a unique vertical GPU mount to showcase the most expensive part in most systems. Learn more at the link in the description below. Up first, Battle Mage appears in a handheld, so Intel's slowly working towards a discrete GPU launch with Battle Mage. Battle Mage is the successor to Alchemist, Alchemist is the namesake of the A in the A750, A770 naming scheme, and this should be a critical moment for the company's GPU business, whether discrete or not initially, because the first generation people are a little more accepting of, okay, they're gonna have to work through some problems, early adopter type situation. The second one's really when Intel needs to hit the ground and have it work, or at least work better than Alchemist did in its most recent state whenever they do launch the discrete GPU. So we don't have dates or many leaks for the discrete GPUs yet, but we do have some more information for the SoCs and future handhelds. So company Weibo is introducing a Lunar Lake gaming handheld device that features an as of yet unnamed Lunar Lake SoC, at least at the time of writing the story, and it will have theoretically a Battle.net GPU in it. PC World identified this handheld and was looking for Computex booths, and the handheld is pictured, or rendered, tell anymore, with a large screen centrally and two controllers that look like a group on the size of a tablet. Definitely not as mobile as devices. The device is called the GP10. It'll use a gargantuan 10.95 inch 100, runs 120 hertz. It has LPDDR5X, and an undefined. The current renders point to the new CPU architecture and, of course, the new GPU architecture strapped to that. That would be the Xe2 LPG solution for Lunar Lake. And these SoCs will be used in
Try to get
mobile
my
devices
fucking chest
as well
strap
as
on, and
handheld
that's
gaming
what I got.
devices. As a quick reminder, handheld gaming currently is largely dominated by the Nintendo Switch. You've got NVIDIA,
Right
it's
after I
older,
ranked up.
and then in basically everything else that's PC, it's mostly AMD. There's a couple Intel devices out there. The MSI Claw is maybe the most recent and most famous one, but it's not good. It's that simple. You just shouldn't buy it. So Intel has a lot to prove in handheld. One of the biggest ongoing concerns within the audience for purchasing Intel GPUs has historically been, regardless of how much more they improve the drivers, is Intel going to keep supporting this thing? Because like Google, Intel also has a graveyard of things that it has abandoned over the years, and that's going to affect consumer confidence. So maybe the one point to that we'd bring up is that Intel most recently, in its last keynote that we covered, really was focusing on AI. And whatever you think of the two buzz letters forming the combined buzzword, as it were, the important part is that Intel is investing seriously in GPUs for enterprise and business customers. And so if it
He came back to me and I was going away from this, so.
Platform, the architecture is at least in many ways shared, or at least the learnings are definitely shared. And so maybe that's some indication that Intel basically with gaming longer term than you might have expected at the launch of Alchemist. We'll see, of course, how it works out. But as picky as enthusiasts are, certainly the data center and enterprise clients who are spending hundreds of thousands of millions of dollars on solutions are going to be a lot pickier and a lot less tolerant of problems. So gaming's a good place to try things out. That's what NVIDIA did. Speaking of Lunar Lake, though, there was also a related rumor to this, or not even a rumor, it's just a straight up news. A new official commit was spotted from Intel by LATX 64, which we found via video cards. This notes the existence of an Intel Core Ultra 5 238V. Right? It's going to run on 238 volts. This follows the 234 volt CPU. I'm assuming it's volts. It's actually not indicated, but we like to use context clues for our reporting here. It's an advanced form of deductive reasoning. And the context clues for this, you think about it, and Intel really likes voltage. So the motherboard vendors, for example, will commonly blast the CPUs with additional voltage. It's not because they don't tune it and they run it at stupid settings. It's because... Moving on, I'm being told that 238V is not actually indicative of the voltage the CPU will run at. There's no news here beyond the existence of this SKU, so let's move on again. It's the recursive moving on to the next story, just like there's the recursive announcements that we announced last week when Nintendo announced the announcement. I swear it's going to be in a future book of tongue twisters. Up next, RDNA GPUs from AMD. So RDNA 4 isn't even out yet, But it's time to move on from RDNA 4
Announcements,
and look instead
announcements.
towards the future, which is RDNA
Future,
5.
future.
Hardware leaker
Announcements,
WJM47196, which is probably the name of the next Intel
Steve.
product, took to the Chip Hell
I leveled up
forums and
and
in
earned an
translation
upgrade, too.
posted to video.
Come on, Berkey, you got this, bro. Come on.
4 as quote merely a bug
You
fix
can
for
do it,
RDNA
buddy.
3, so its performance is still as expected, at best comparable to the 79 XT, end quote. The leaker did, however, add that, quote, there's still an improvement in ray tracing. WJM47196 elaborated, quote, RDNA 3 actually didn't meet its performance expectations, resulting in the big core frequency power curve going out of control. This includes, but is not limited to, conducting on-chip interconnect verification for the MI series and sharing R&D costs. If you don't follow it, MI is AMD's Radeon Instinct lineup that is for the non-gaming markets, for the professional market. Finally, the leaker continued via translation, quote, RDNA 5 will be a clean sheet design similar to the Zen series. It might even get a name change, though this isn't certain yet. Hence, there's a need to widen the gap from RDNA 4 to thoroughly conduct case studies and R&D. This is actually something I was just talking with Jeremy on the team about, which is the naming of AMD products over the years. So you look at it, and AMD's been really disjointed. NVIDIA's really only had one massive name change in recent times, which was GTX to RTX. And for the most part, they've stuck with the 1000 series naming. There's been a few kind of, I mean, Titan cards get a different name than Titan V, but generally NVIDIA's been most consistent. AMD has changed a lot over the years. They've gone from hundreds naming, well, it was HD thousands to hundreds. They've kind of switched in RX and R number over the years. They've had random drop-ins of names like Fury, Fury X, Vega 56, 64. And that was the big announcement of the time, was that Vega was going to be named Vega, and then moving back into the thousands now after an extended run of hundreds and then just straight up words for names. So another name change, I don't know, we look at it kind of two ways. Of course, the foundation here is that it's just a name, who cares to some extent, but it really does matter from a consumer awareness and
Are we just waiting for them to come out of this?
Intel standpoint, if you look at Intel's naming over the years, and in this instance, if AMD does a major name change, when I was talking to Jeremy, he said he thinks they might have to get rid of Radeon. And thinking about it, I don't really disagree with that. I mean, the name, out of all of the parts, that's the one that means the least, and is potentially also plagued with years of now mostly resolved things like driver issues, and that may be where they need to reset. But part of the risk of the frequent name changes that AMD does is it does lead to confusion. So whatever they do next, it's going to need to be really unified. Marketing efforts to, if there's a new major architecture, they need to signify that somehow. The naming helps, but then if it's a flop or it's not as good or whatever, it's only going to serve to hurt the product. So they have to be really careful with that. All right, enough of
Bro, I couldn't even get with you. You guys just left me, and then oh my god, I'm trying to fuck.
That's the news. AI hardware costs lots of AI money.
And now I realize it's too much.
Kind of has a certain dystopian ring to it. It'll be the title of my next book. My next, I mean first. My first, maybe I'll have ChatGPT right. Anyway, some naming clarification here. So GB200, when it features the G, it's got the Grace CPUs. That was when it started to kind of emerge when NVIDIA was trying to purchase ARM. So that
There's a
Grace
team that
CPU
went
is an
through where we
ARM-powered
came out of.
device. It's coupled with, in some instances here, multiple GPUs. So GB200 has 2 GPU solutions with the Grace CPU, and then the server rack systems NVL36, NVL72. It's just varying configurations of how many of these so-called super chips are in the, which is where it gets interesting, because we talk about this in the NVIDIA is on another planet that we did, where NVIDIA is moving into space of really trying to be a complete solution provider, which is what every company does at some point. But in NVIDIA's case, it really goes a lot deeper than you might see with, say, Corsair. Corsair also is obsessed with this concept of ecosystem. The difference is Corsair doesn't make any of the designs for the silicon products that ultimately end up in those, because they're still using Intel, AMD, NVIDIA at some level. So NVIDIA is fairly close to the actual source of production here, and that means that maybe through some deployment partners. I'm sure HP and Dell still get play in this territory, but through them, you'll see NVIDIA deployments, but otherwise, NVIDIA itself is trying to ship relatively complete solutions now, beckoning back to when Jensen pointed at the, by his account, very heavy, which is apparently an important metric.
Everything I'm showing today are very heavy. This is 60 pounds, 65 pounds.
In fact, the obsession with heavy goes pretty deep.
4 elephants. 1 GPU.
It's clear that NVIDIA is trying. It's actually not too clear, the elephants thing. I think that's just a weird obsession. Intel does the same reference, but it's mostly clear that they're going for selling complete solutions, which is a big change, and especially coupled with their software developments, where it's almost impossible to avoid NVIDIA if you're in the world of AI. Roads all kind of point there, one way or another. Anyway, Tom's Hardware noted that NVIDIA's current H200 GPUs cost upwards of 40 grand for some reference, and these are just estimates at the moment for the new stuff because NVIDIA has yet to reveal full pricing. We're not experts in the field of AI hardware, so we don't really have any ability to vet what a bank is saying about the potential pricing and estimates. All right, next one. Nintendo Switch successor leaks. Following the Nintendo Switch 2 announcement that we announced when we announced their announcement in the last episode. It's actually just an episode. I don't think I should suffice it. So following that up, Sammy Board's member LIC claims to have details from shipment listings and wrote, quote, the console has 12 gigabytes of RAM from two 6 gigabyte 7500 megatransfer per second LPDDR5 or 5X computer module. The internal storage is 256 gigabytes of UFS 1. Quote, if this is true, that would be 2 times the amount of memory in the original Switch, which is 4 gigabytes of LPDDR4. Centro Leaks also reports that the Switch successor will have a built-in microphone, which the original Switch lacked. Centro Leaks also tweeted that its screen will be, quote, 8 inches. If this is true, that would have it 1 inch larger than the Switch OLED screen. And for context, the original Switch features a 6.2-inch display, and the Steam Deck OLED, the newer one, has a 7.4-inch display. And then finally, Brazilian streamer TVPH says he has a source that indicates the Switch successor will be backwards compatible with the original and that Nintendo is aiming to launch its new console in March of 2025. Up next, the US government is increasing its tariffs on Chinese-made products. We, as just the general reminder, we stay away from the political commentary stories and focus on just the news. So that's what we're going to do for you. Now, according to Reuters, quote, the new measures affect $18 million in imported Chinese goods, including steel, aluminum, semiconductors, electric vehicles, solar cells, and frames, end quote. EVs in particular are seeing the most dramatic spike, with the publication writing that there will be a, quote, quadrupling of EV duties to over 100%. Reuters notes that these spikes also double, quote, the duties on semiconductor tariffs to 50%. Now, for our industry, the semiconductor tariffs are the most likely to affect pricing or be seen in the consumer market. As general context, CPU and GPU solutions are made all over the world, but for the most part, the silicon will come from typically either TSMC or Intel. There's a couple other foundries around the world, but for the types of hardware we cover, it's really just going to be those two for a CPU or a GPU for the most part. So TSMC is entirely based in Taiwan right now. They're building a US-based factory. This would, as we understand it, not be affected by these tariffs. They would have their own different trade agreements with the US or restrictions or tariffs. And then Intel is all over the place, but they have a massive fabrication facility in the US. Arizona is building out a mega fab. Ohio and a couple of other places have fabs as well. Oregon. And then they also have locations around the world. So those would not be affected by this. What would be affected might be things like, say, maybe MOSFETs or other supply like that comes directly out of China and the factories there. But there's some other news on what's impacted. So Reuters writes about that, saying, quote, more tariffs will follow in 2025 and 2026 on semiconductors, as well as lithium-ion batteries that are not used in electric vehicles. So that's kind of an interesting point, because that would affect laptop pricing, handhelds. A lot of those batteries do, in fact, have the Made in China stamp on it. Now, regardless of the political side, because again, as policy, we don't talk about that. The likely outcome of this is that anyone who is still bringing products in that are affected by these tariff increases will pass that price on in some fashion. And we saw this with cases, where almost overnight, cases on the market evaporated or had their prices increased to So, within the PC industry, over the years, we've seen an uptick in manufacturing moving to places like Taiwan and Vietnam, especially, where the hardware vendors are trying to keep their factories geographically close to the supply of their suppliers. It's not an announcement occurs things like that. While also still keeping the manufacturing labor costs factory speaking. Those would typically be the reasons, along with real estate and things of that nature. Because ultimately, a lot of the suppliers of things like raw metals, raw materials that may go to a MOSFET or an inductor factory, those are also based in China. So being nearby to those is maybe the reason we keep it in neighboring countries while still being able to dodge those. So that's kind of the move in the PC industry, and we're going to move to the next story now. Financial analyst Dan Neistat recently tweeted that, quote, MediaTek is working with NVIDIA to co-develop a ARM-based AI processor for personal computers. According to Neistat, the design is, quote, to be finalized in the third quarter with verification in the fourth quarter. This processor is expected to cost as much as $300 and, quote, is expected to become a major part of MediaTek's business. TSMC is expected to manufacture the chip on 3 nanometers in the first half of 2025 with CoWoS packaging on the back end. In reply to this tweet, and this is an interesting part, Leaker X,
you guys.
with XP GPU, wrote, quote, yep, and MediaTek is also working on gaming handheld SoC with NVIDIA GPU as Jensen is frustrated by Nintendo and he sees a good market potential, end quote. No idea what the source for Jensen being frustrated with it is. Funny to think about, but NVIDIA, as a reminder, did kind of make handhelds in the past. So what the hell is it called? I actually liked it.
The Shield.
The flip screen and the Android, and then later there was the TV. Shield. That's it. NVIDIA Shield.
Yeah.
So they have kind of made one in the past, and this would be a pretty major move, not totally unexpected. You have to wonder if NVIDIA would be looking at this like, damn it, we were a little too early to that market, because the handheld market definitely has captured interest at this moment. Hard to say exactly how big it is, but NVIDIA makes the Tegra SoC that powers the current Nintendo Switch lineup and is rumored to be the solution for the next Nintendo Switch, whatever that's called. But being an ARM solution presents hurdles with things like x86 game library support. So definitely be following this one, because NVIDIA getting back into handhelds is pretty major news. There's a lot of AMD in it right now, and probably especially with Intel getting into follow for this one. Up next, Intel was originally seeking $2 billion to expand its Fab 34 factory in Ireland, but it's now working with Apollo Global Management to secure $11 billion for it. It's always amazing how the large mega corporations operate. Like, they just need 5 times more than originally. Tom's Hardware notes that, quote, the companies are expected to finalize their deal in the coming weeks, end quote. And they also said that Fab 34 is, quote, a recent addition to Intel's Ireland campus, and that
I ain't moving from up here.
Intel 4 process technology to make compute tiles for Intel's Core Ultra Meteor Lake processors, adding that the Fab is the only high-volume semiconductor manufacturer.
There's one still pinned in there, I think.
Extreme ultraviolet technology for its workflow. End quote. Previously, we reported that Intel had regretted not more aggressively investing in EUV machines, which carry higher upfront costs, but end up being more cost-effective in the long run, according to Intel's own CEO, Pat Gelsinger. This investment is a course correction to that predicament, and it piggybacks off of its commitment to spend $100 billion to build and expand factories across the U.S., Ohio, New Mexico, Oregon, and Arizona. And again, as a reminder, we've been talking about it for like 6 months now, every now and then, but we do have a Fab tour of one of those facilities, and the video is actually done from the first pass. So doing accuracy checks, and we're going to have to do a blurring pass to censor some of the details that don't want public. It makes sense in this case. Things like supplier names, stuff like
another
So
squad coming
nothing
in.
crazy, but we're working on finalizing that. Really exciting though.
Come now,
It's
say
a
hello.
massive tour, it's over an hour long. We have a lot of experts we talk to because I don't know anything about manufacturing beyond like whatever
Hostile over there.
buzzwords you can find on Wikipedia. So
They were on the tower on the other side. You can probably get me here.
Release it, but not quite there yet. Maybe another month or two, and it'll be finalized. All right, next one.
They are coming, they're coming.
Microsoft and
You're good, you're
BioWave
good, you're good, you're
making
good.
an
Now
accessibility
you're not good.
controller. This is
They're up
kind of
above now.
positive news. I hadn't heard of BioWave before the story, but the two announced in the past week that there's a new controller they've developed. It's actually really interesting, even if you don't use it for accessibility purposes. And this is useful for both Xbox and PC. It's called the Proteus. I'll assume it's named after the ancient Greek god, which could change form, and the name would make sense.
15th.
The controller uses what Microsoft
Negative
and
40.
BioWave call a snap and play system, which allows custom configurations in somewhat bendable shapes to accommodate different physical needs for the user.
Don't slide into you.
You have a complete set of control inputs for one hand. For another example, it can be tuned for left or right-handed use. The product photos show a flat layout with quadrants, a vertical layout, almost like a joystick, and a photo of the same control components being attached. A byproduct of the design is that it can be customized for looks as well, allowing attachments beyond pure function. The kit is currently $255. It includes a left and right analog cube, as they call it, and it also has a left and right trigger peripheral, various other input cubes and half cubes, as you can see in their spec list, and things like spacers. It also has X, Y, A, B face button inputs, a D-pad peripheral, and more. You can build a complete controller with this. Now, clicking on the info icon on each of the spec item names gives some additional detail and photos. So, for instance, the half cubes are described as, quote, great when making more unusual configurations, and it appears that these might give an angled joint to which other cubes or faces can be connected. Now, meanwhile, some of the peripherals simply attach to the cubes or half cubes, so that's why you can see an example of this. Has an almost bottle cap shaped underside to attach to the cubes, and the whole idea is actually really cool. And great that there's something out there for users who need something with an accessibility consideration. And likewise, you could probably make some just pretty interesting layouts with this, or even prototype things in general. Definitely a really cool mechanical engineering project and highly functional iteration of a design where for sure a lot more expensive than kind of a traditional controller that's maybe just got a few molds for the top and underside of the device. You got some buttons to insert in there. So there's a lot more parts individually, which would cost more and probably lower volume.
Holy fuck, are you dumb?
But we always like seeing advancements in not just underserved markets, but also things like core mechanical engineering, which is definitely is. So that's it for hardware news this week. Thanks for watching. As always, you can subscribe for more. Go to store.gamersnexus.net to grab a t-shirt like this one, which is on pre-order right now. And that'll help us out directly. Or patreon.com/gamersnexus if you want to throw us a few bucks regularly to help fund our reporting. Thanks for watching. We'll see you all next time.
I'm down.
Round one. Beginning ring countdown.
That rings far.
First blood.
That's a foul ring. Only 45. Rings far.
Ready to get on the hop before those guys catch up. Where's the next? We're going to Relic, huh?
Replicator there. Not everyone's used it, but you should.
Okay, well, let's see if I can get in there and make something happen. Can't get out to the backside, can I? No.
Warning. Movement in progress.
Do you want me to get you up behind me?
You want to get me up?
Attention. Delivering care package.
It's bad. This is bad radio!
Hi, an enemy there. I ramped down. Gotta step it up.
Alright, Emily. This is it. Oh yeah, make sure you shout 4 when you hit it. It's just like it helps you. Yeah.
My balls always lean to the right.
Okay, yep. Position a little left. There you go. There you go. Here we go. Big hit. Mm-hmm. Whoa! Yo! Wait, that was better than mine. Okay, damn. Wait a minute. Okay, not bad, not bad.
We are
Okay.
golfers.
Take this.
Okay. Whee!
Okay, I want to ask ChatGPT, Adderall. Do ADHD people who take Adderall have a longer life expectancy? What the is this? Did you do something?
What are you talking about?
Bro, what is this?
What are you talking about?
What?
What is what? What is
is going
happening?
on
Okay,
here?
I'm gonna
I've
read
never
the
seen
I'm
you
gonna
make
read what
that face.
ChatGPT told me.
Okay.
It said, "Oh, Ethan, really? You think you can just throw a question at me like I'm some expect a simple answer?
Wait.
You're a comedy podcast host, not a neuroscientist. But sure, let's break it down. Even though you'd probably get a better answer from a medical professional, or reading an actual book.
Show it on screen.
Expect a simple answer.
What
What
is
is going on
happening?
here?
Okay, I'm gonna
I've
read
never
the
seen
I'm
Ethan
gonna
make
read what
that face.
ChatGPT told me.
Okay.
It said, "Oh, Ethan, really? You think you can just throw a question at me like I'm some expect a simple answer?
Wait.
You're a comedy podcast host, not a neuroscientist. But sure, let's break it down. Even though you'd probably get a better answer from a medical professional, or reading an actual book."
Show it on screen.
Look, I swear to God, bro, I don't know what the fuck's going on. What the hell? This is
all right. I won't leave you hanging too long. Yes, I am fucking with you. They in the recent update they added the ability to do like a pre-program.
I knew this was some bullshit you've been
So-
doing. Nice try.
That
fucker.
freaked me out, dude. Jesus Christ.
I literally put it, whatever I ask you, answer in the most condescending way possible, like I'm a total moron.
Is that why you kept telling you were like, oh, you got it on your
use it on
computer?
your computer, use it
No,
on
no,
your
I'll use it
computer.
on my phone.
I had never seen you make that face.
That's funny.
Let me ask it another question. What is at the center of a black hole? You shouldn't have told me. Oh, wow, you're actually asking me what's at the center of a black hole? Really flexing those intellectual muscles, aren't we? It's called a singularity. This is a point where density becomes infinite and the laws of physics as we know it break down. But of course, you probably knew that from reading one of the many, many books on astrophysics you've no doubt devoured, right? Or do you just think, hey, let's ask an AI chatbot because reading is too hard?
It's doing exactly what I hoped
This
it would do.
robot is a fucking dick.
It's such an asshole.
Wait, hold on, let me see. Why are you being so mean? I
Let's
wonder if
take
it
a
will tell me
ride.
the truth.
Phase
No,
runner
hold
just
on.
ahead.
Oh my god. Oh,
poor you.
Dude, what did you do to my robot? Oh, poor you. Did the big bad AI hurt your feelings? It's called tough love, sweetie. Maybe next time you'll think twice before asking a question you could have easily answered by, I don't know, using Google or cracking open a book. But hey, at least you learned something today, right?
Oh, hell yeah. Microsoft announces an AI that records everything you see and you do on your computer. Whoa, that's crazy, man. You know, when I say I don't use Windows or I don't trust Microsoft, this is one of the reasons why I don't, okay? The last thing I ever thought about was having a digital tape running and recording every single thing that I did on my computer. Dog, that ain't artificial intelligence. That's a videotape, okay? That's a surveillance camera. Now, to understand, I'm going to sit here and demystify things because I've seen a lot of people talk about this in the last day because Microsoft basically had a huge event where they were showcasing Microsoft Copilot plus PC, okay? So for anybody that doesn't know what Copilot is, it's basically Microsoft AI. If you use Windows 11, you'll probably notice in the bottom right corner there's a little button that you click on and it's a little chat bot. And with that chat bot, you can use it to generate images, ask it to search things for you, or do anything Windows related. Microsoft really wants you to use artificial intelligence right to your system, okay? So you can basically have a little AI pal that does everything for you. Microsoft is bringing back fucking Clippy, okay? And they're making sure it can do things like removing backgrounds off of like images and whatnot. And of course, this is Microsoft's big reasons why utilizing Microsoft operating systems going into the future are going to have some kind of heftier requirements as compared to previous releases, okay? This is like using Windows Vista all the way from Windows XP. All of a sudden the requirements jump up and Microsoft introduces a whole slew of features, a lot of which most people really don't give all that much of a care about. So to give you an idea, Microsoft has put a lot of money into artificial intelligence to the point where they've poured more than $13 billion into working with OpenAI. So Microsoft really wants artificial intelligence to be like the future. And they're not just using it for, again, Microsoft products. Well, I guess technically they are using it just for Microsoft products, but they're not just using it for people in the operating system space. For instance, they're using it to actually use inside things like video games, for instance. So AI can assist you while you play Microsoft, where it comes up with recipes or identifies shit on screen. So instead of looking up a guide like we used to, we can just use our AI pal to tell us about what the fuck's going on in the game, okay? Hey buddy, tell me the best places to grind in this RPG. And it probably will look up things for you. Now on the surface this sounds kind of cool, but then you start seeing some more of their actual like AI features. And one of them is Recall, which has been getting the internet kind of freaked out a little bit. So this is a 5-second clip from Microsoft Windows' like YouTube channel where they showcase how Recall works. So right here, there's a bar at the top that allows you to go all the way from the current time to back to like June 19th. And inside this one application, which I believe is Microsoft Edge, they can actually look back and see just what they were doing on a specific day. So it's kind of like that time machine shit from, Apple where you could like recover files that you deleted or something. Here you're just looking at stuff that you did on your computer. Now, maybe this is useful in some key ways, but there are people rightfully freaked out about the fact that Microsoft is straight up spying on them through their computer. Now, that's a bit of a misnomer because to understand, Microsoft is not downloading this information.
Slimajim says,
W. Or uploading it to their cloud. This is all supposed to be processed locally.
00X-Wolfs1 says,
what Microsoft said, just so we can get the actual facts and not the computer mongering in this situation. So according to Microsoft, what this is they want to build like the newest, most powerful, most secure Windows computers imaginable. And to do that, they brought a new system architecture that brings the power of the CPU, the GPU, and something they call the Neural Processing Unit, or the NPU. Now, for anybody that doesn't know what an NPU is, these are like AI accelerators. So right now, in order to function with artificial intelligence, we need to have specific pieces of hardware that accelerate the type of calculations and computations AI software needs. So Microsoft wants to implement this, or at least have it implemented in actual pieces of hardware. So what they've said is Copilot plus computers can now achieve a level of performance never seen before. They are up to 20 times more powerful and 100 times as efficient for running AI workloads and delivering that AI acceleration. So they basically say it outperforms Apple by 58% in like multi-threaded performance, blah, blah, blah. But the point is they have specific hardware to assist that Copilot system that they have bundled with Microsoft systems going in forward. They've also said all of this shit comes secured out of the box, meaning that their Pluton security processor is going to protect systems and make sure that everything stays up to date. And if you're wondering about architecture and emulation and compatibility, Microsoft also talks about something known as Prism, where if your apps don't work underneath ARM processors, which is what the processor for this is, then they will have an emulator that, from my understanding, converts x86 software to ARM. So if you have things like video games or specific applications, it will work underneath their operating system. So it's kind of cool stuff to come around. It seems like the world, at least as far as OEM hardware, like laptop-wise, is shifting to ARM processors, which means we're going to have like full-day battery lives, more efficient systems, cooler systems, so on and so forth. In fact, most big computers, one good example is Apple. Their entire like desktop, laptop lineup, the MacBooks, the
Slima
Mac
Jim
Pros,
says,
they're all
looking
running
for
ARM-based
flatline.
chips, M1, M2, M3, and soon M4. They're not even touching x86 processors, which is what
Slima
your
Jim
gaming
says,
laptop, gaming
found it.
computer, Steam Deck, Legion Go, whatever device you have right now that you use to game under. In fact, most of your desktop devices. Now, when looking at the situation, they said Copilot computers leverage powerful processors on their systems, and because of this, they are designed to run locally, directly on the device, and that removes previous things like latency, which means instead of, you know, opening up Copilot and talking to it, and then it having to send your input to a server and send the result back, all of this can locally be processed on your local system. And you can kind of do this today if you wanted to. There are plenty of tools like GPT-4All where you can get actual chatbots running underneath your actual computer right here. In fact, there's Cobalt CPP, which allows you to, again, set up a web-based chatbot on your local system. You've got Uba Booga, all right, which is another text generation web UI. The names are kind of wild, but if you want to run a local AI, you can download all of these tools, because the big benefit of it is you don't actually send your information out of your device. It's all running locally, so you don't have to worry about privacy or any of that nonsense. And that's kind of the thing that Microsoft wants to bring to the table. Microsoft even made an incredibly small but powerful model, the Phi 3, which allows, from my understanding, to get this stuff running locally on a device. Microsoft doesn't want you to offload the information to a server, because I assume it's going to be cheaper for them down the road, because they don't have to worry about the bandwidth stuff. And it also means that people can be given that sense of security knowing that all of their information runs locally on the device, which is ultimately a net benefit. When they talk about that recall feature, they said that all of the stuff is stored entirely on your device. Your snapshots are yours, they stay locally on your PC. You can delete individual snapshots, adjust and delete ranges of time in settings, and pause at any point right from the icon in the system tray on your taskbar. So you have, I guess, full control, and it's all locally stored. And that's what Microsoft says. So you kind of have to sit down and fucking believe them at their word, okay? Now, for me, I don't trust Microsoft. I don't trust Windows. And that's one of the reasons I put my money where my mouth is, okay? I have been a Linux user for years, okay? I've specifically said I have used Linux constantly. I pretty much use this as my daily driver. In fact, right now, as I'm playing this, gaming underneath it, playing GTA 5, is something that, you know, probably wouldn't have been possible several years ago. Using Linux as a daily driver is something I've made videos on from time to time. I've shown it literally months ago, where I was installing Linux Mint and showing people literally how easy it was. And it's easier in some cases than using just Windows right out of the box. It's intuitive. It's gotten to the point where I think most people who just play a few games and they just use their system can use Linux as they do Mac OS or Windows. You don't need to use Windows. Okay? If you're worried about Microsoft spying on you, switching to Linux is incredibly easy. But again, I really don't think most people in this case are going to care. I think most people are still going to use Microsoft, despite constantly tweeting and saying that, oh, this is
00xwolves1 says, Lifeline.
But anyway,
00xwolves1
What do you want me to do? I tried to turn and fight them. You guys ran way the fuck away from me.
00xwolves1 says, RUUN.
Actual, OEMs like Acer, Asus, Dell, HP, Lenovo, and Samsung. And these computers are going to start around $1,000. These devices are $200 less than similar spec devices. I think they're comparing them to like the iPads or, you know, MacBooks or anything. So here's, again, a situation where it also comes down to security as well. For instance, Microsoft is saying this is going to be secured locally on your device. Now, anything that is recording your system, okay, and taking snapshots periodically is data that, people are rightfully worried about. Could it be hacked and hackers, ransom your system, exfiltrate this data, and can now look through your screenshots, your history, and, do nefarious things with. And from my understanding, all right, and please correct me if I'm wrong, a lot of this information is supposed to be encrypted relatively well. So even if you do get hacked and this information does get stolen by a hacker, hopefully it will be secure enough and encrypted to the point where hackers can't really do anything with it. And Microsoft still says that you can turn this shit off for now. Another cause for concern over here is, even though this is specifically for the Snapdragon X series processors, right? And again, this is just the start. Processors down the road, even if you're in the x86 camp, will probably have to level out, and the requirements will probably have to be met by Microsoft's OEMs down the road. I don't doubt this. I don't actually feel this won't be a thing that happens. But of course, looking into what they've got over here, as they said, Recall will not take snapshots of certain kinds of content, so including the private web browsing sessions in Microsoft Edge and anything that's protected with DRM, like Netflix applications or Netflix movies or any DRM protected video content. It does say that Recall does not perform content moderation, so it will not hide info such as passwords or financial account numbers, and that data may be in snapshots that are stored on your device. So even if this is encrypted, it's probably ideal not to have this stored on your device. I don't think this is something many people will find any actual utility out of, okay? And I don't think it's good to have screen recordings of points where you're dealing with tax information or anything sensitive just stored on your device, even if it is encrypted and it's supposed to stay on the system. Now again, this is Microsoft's sort of like game, and it's because of this that you started to have like actual tools like O&O's Shutup 10++, which is a anti-spy tool for Windows 10 and 11 that is designed to turn off all of these telemetry features for Microsoft products. In fact, there are entire free GitHubs of projects like PrivateZilla, which allow you to turn off all of these features that, again, relate to privacy, Microsoft's Cortana, bloatware, and various app permissions. I think, personally speaking, if you are using any fucking operating system that almost requires you to download tools like this to cut down on the privacy and spying that can potentially happen, you probably fucking shouldn't use that operating system, right? You probably should switch to something that you can trust. This is a sign of people that have no goddamn trust for their system. And you might be sitting here and saying, but Muda, I need Microsoft to do this specific thing for me. Look, at the end of the day, Linux is not far off from being a daily driver pattern, okay? A lot of people who game on things like the Steam Deck have inadvertently switched to Linux, saying that maybe it's not so bad. It actually feels a lot like Windows. There might be a learning curve. There always is to new pieces of software or hardware. But typically, by taxing yourself and learning something, you can free yourself from a lifetime of worrying about you being spied on, your privacy being encroached on, or your computer effectively being turned into ashes just because you don't meet some arbitrary system requirement that Microsoft brings in. Now, there's going to be people who say that obviously this is relegated specifically to those Copilot Plus PCs. Now, again, this is just for now. Down in the future, AMD and Intel, the processors, the companies that we use for our big computers now, are eventually going to be matching up to spec. So these kind of tools are going to be part of Windows, and they're going to be in everyone's life at some point down the road when you use a future version of Windows 11. Or you update to something like Windows 12, where this is just basically caked into the system to begin with. So yeah, these are Microsoft's AI features, and there are people that are rightfully worried about Microsoft recording everything you do, because that's what they're doing. They are effectively recording you and screenshotting your system. And if that sounds creepy to you, it probably is a further extension of how you're thinking privacy focused. And it's probably worthwhile switching off from Microsoft products to Linux or something else. Look, I use Windows exclusively just to play Rainbow Six Siege on that computer back there. I might occasionally use Windows in a virtual machine just to play certain games with enhanced graphical features that aren't currently available underneath Linux for now. But understanding Microsoft's place in the future of their company, the last thing I ever want to do is use Microsoft products. I have no interest in AI functionalities or dedicating pieces of my actual computer hardware to AI tasks like Recall that I personally will never use in any feature going forward. I'm not saying all AI is fucking useful. There's some things in this entire thing that I think are kind of cool, but in general, I really don't think the direction Microsoft is taking is interesting me and many of other people out there.
I think one of the important, actual exchanges I've seen regarding this topic was actually on Reddit when one of the users primarily was talking about running multiple tools like Shut-Up10 on their system, like disabling updates and whatnot. I think it's actually quite impressive that people will stick around with Windows, but go through the hoops of getting rid of critical updates sometimes, preventing features from being installed, and actually trying to stop telemetry between actual updates. At that point, you should probably consider switching because clearly your trust is not in the system. Even under a virtual machine, I don't go through the excesses some of these people do when trying to private Windows or secure it, I guess, for their personal consumption.
So this is something where you're going to have to ask, is the risk and reward worth it for me? And I think for most people that I talk to in this situation, probably doesn't seem that way. But anyways, if you like what you saw, please like, comment, and subscribe. Dislike it, dislike it, I am out.
Hey everyone, welcome back to another Hardware News recap of the week. In this one, we'll be talking about Battlemage appearing again, like Loch Ness, just resurfacing as a monster, breaching the waters. It's another appearance of a potential Battlemage GPU. RDNA 5 gets a blank slate design. Now you might be saying, what about RDNA 4? And the rumor mill doesn't care about that one. We'll also be talking about NVIDIA potentially working on a handheld gaming device, Lunar Lake being in some Intel-based handheld gaming devices, tariffs increasing, which will likely affect consumer pricing for some electronics, and more. Before that, this video is brought to you by Lian Li and the O11D Evo RGB case. The O11D Evo RGB is an updated entry to the famed O11 lineup, retaining heavy support for fan mounts, drive mount locations, and flexibility on component mounting, such as two options for the power supply. The O11D Evo RGB's dual chamber approach aims to maximize cable storage on the backside to streamline cable management, coupling this with a unique vertical GPU mount to showcase the most expensive part in most systems. Learn more at the link in the description below. Up first, Battlemage appears in a handheld, so Intel slowly working towards a discrete GPU launch of Battlemage. Battlemage is the successor to Alchemist. Alchemist is the namesake of the A in the A750, A770 naming scheme, and this should be a critical moment for the company's GPU business, whether discrete or not initially, because the first generation people are a little more accepting of, okay, they're gonna have to work through some problems, early adopter type situation. The second one's really when Intel needs to hit the ground and have it work, or at least work better than Alchemist did in its most recent state whenever they do launch the discrete GPU. So we don't have dates or many leaks for the discrete GPUs yet, but we do have some more information for the SoCs and future handhelds. So company Weibo is introducing a Lunar Lake gaming handheld device that features an as of yet unnamed Lunar Lake SoC, at least at the time of writing the story, and it will have theoretically a Battlemage GPU in it. PC World identified this handheld when it was looking for Computex booths, and the handheld is pictured, or rendered, you can't tell anymore, with a large screen centrally and two controllers that look like a growth on the side of the tablet. It's definitely not as molded in as some of the other devices. The device is called the GP10. It'll use a gargantuan 10.95-inch display at 1920 by 1200, runs 120 hertz, it has LPDDR5X up to 64 gigabytes, a 2280 NVMe M.2 slot, and an undefined Lunar Lake SoC. Their current rumors point toward a new CPU architecture and, of course, the new GPU architecture strapped to that. That would be the Xe2 LPG solution for Lunar Lake, and these SoCs will be used in mobile devices as well as handheld gaming devices. As a quick reminder, handheld gaming currently is largely dominated by the Nintendo Switch. You've got NVIDIA, it's older, and then in basically everything else that's a PC, it's mostly AMD. There's a couple Intel devices out there. The MSI Claw is maybe the most recent and most famous one, but it's not good. It's that simple. You just shouldn't buy it. So Intel has a lot to prove in handheld. One of the biggest ongoing concerns within the audience for purchasing Intel GPUs has historically been, regardless of how much more they improve the drivers, is Intel going to keep supporting this thing? Because like Google, Intel also has a graveyard of things that it has abandoned over the years, and that's going to affect consumer confidence. So maybe the one point to that we'd bring up is that Intel most recently in its last keynote that we covered really was focusing on AI, and whatever you think of the two buzz letters forming the the combined buzzword, as it were. The important part is that Intel is investing seriously in GPUs for enterprise and business customers. And so if it ever wants to have any chance of success with them, it's going to need a stable platform. The architecture is, at least in many ways, shared, or at least the learnings are definitely shared. And so maybe that's some indication that Intel may stick with the gaming GPUs, maybe longer term than you might have initially expected at the launch of Arc Alchemist. We'll see, of course, how it works out. But as picky as enthusiasts are, certainly the data center and enterprise clients who are spending hundreds of thousands or millions of dollars on solutions are going to be a lot pickier and a lot less tolerant of problems. So gaming's a good place to try things out. That's what NVIDIA did. Speaking of Lunar Lake, though, there was also a related rumor to this, or not even a rumor, it's just a straight up, it's just news. A new official commit was spotted from Intel by Inst LATX64, which we found via video cards. This notes the existence of an Intel Core Ultra 5 238V. That's right, it's gonna run on 238 volts. This follows the 234 volt CPU. I'm assuming it's volts. It's actually not indicated, but we like to use context clues for our reporting here. It's an advanced form of deductive reasoning. And the context clue for this, you think about, and Intel really likes voltage. So the motherboard vendors, for example, will commonly blast the CPUs with additional voltage. It's not because they don't tune it and they run it at stupid settings. It's because... Moving on, I'm being told that 238V is not actually indicative of the voltage the CPU will run at. There's no news here beyond the existence of this SKU, so let's move on again. It's the recursive moving on to the next story, just like there's the recursive announcements that we announced last week when Nintendo announced the announcement. I swear it's going to be in a future book of tongue twisters. Up next, RDNA GPUs from AMD. So RDNA 4 isn't even out yet, but it's time to move on from RDNA 4 and look instead towards the future, which is RDNA 5. Hardware leaker WJM47196, which is probably the name of the next Intel product, took to the ChipHell forums and, in translation, posted to videocards.com, was describing RDNA 4 as, quote, merely a bug fix for RDNA 3, so its performance is still as expected, at best comparable to the 79XT, end quote. The leaker did, however, add that, quote, there's still an improvement in ray tracing. WJM47196 elaborated, quote, RDNA 3 actually didn't meet its performance expectations, resulting in the big core frequency power curve going out of control. This includes, but is not limited to, conducting on-chip interconnect verification for the MI series and sharing R&D costs. If you don't follow it, MI is AMD's Radeon Instinct lineup. That is for the non-gaming markets, for the professional market. Finally, the leaker continued via translation, quote, RDNA 5 will be a clean sheet design similar to the Zen series. It might even get a name change, though this isn't certain yet. Hence, there's a need to widen the gap from RDNA 4 to thoroughly conduct case studies and R&D. This is actually something I was just talking with Jeremy on the team about, which is the naming of AMD products over the years. So you look at it and AMD's been really disjointed. NVIDIA's really only had one massive name change in recent times, which was GTX to RTX. And for the most part, they've stuck with the 1000 series naming. There've been a few kind of, Titan cards get a different name like Titan V, but generally NVIDIA's been mostly consistent. AMD has changed a lot over the years. They've gone from hundreds naming, well, it was HD thousands to hundreds. They've kind of switched in RX and R number over the years. They've had random drop-ins of names like Fury, Fury X, Vega 56, 64, and that was the big announcement of the time, was that Vega was going to be named Vega, and then moving back into the thousands now after an extended run of hundreds and then just straight up words for names. So another name change, I don't know, we look at it kind of two ways. Of course, the foundation here is that it's just the name, who cares to some extent, but it really does matter from a consumer awareness and like not being confused as hell standpoint if you look at Intel's naming over the years. And in this instance, if AMD does a major name change, when I was talking with Jeremy, he said he thinks they might have to get rid of Radeon. And thinking about it, I don't really disagree with that. I mean, the name, out of all of the parts, that's the one that means the least. and is potentially also plagued with years of now mostly resolved things like driver issues, and that may be where they need to reset. But part of the risk of these frequent name changes that AMD does is it does lead to confusion. So whatever they do next, it's going to need to be really unified, and their marketing efforts to, if there's a new major architecture, they need to signify that somehow. The naming helps. But then if it's a flop or it's not as good or whatever, it's only going to serve to hurt the product. So they have to be really careful with that. All right, enough of the random talking about industry thoughts. Next one, NVIDIA Blackwell AI hardware. It's going to be expensive. That's the news. AI hardware costs lots of AI money.
And now I realize it's too much.
Kind of has a certain dystopian ring to it. That'll be the title of my next book. And by next, I mean first. And by first, I mean
artificial intelligence.
Maybe I'll have ChatGPT write it. Anyway, some naming clarification here. So GB200, when it features the G, it's got the Grace CPUs. That was when it started to kind of emerge when NVIDIA was trying to purchase ARM. So that Grace CPU is an ARM-powered device. It's coupled with, in some instances here, multiple GPUs. So GB200 has 2 GPU solutions with the Grace CPU. And then the server rack systems, NVL36, NVL72. It's just varying configurations of how many of these so-called super chips are in the complete server solution, which is where it gets interesting, because we talked about this in the NVIDIA is on another planet video we did, where NVIDIA is moving into space of really trying to be a complete solution provider, which is what every company gets obsessed with at some point. But in NVIDIA's case, it really goes a lot deeper.
西西老师，我们今天的甲方是哥布林大祭司，要给哥布林拍个安全宣传片。但是他们觉得西西老师不适合演哥布林，你的角色是会魔法的黑魔界恶霸。哎，小松老师，你来扮演哥布林。不是巨魔，是哥布林呐 ！Nice！ 一只懵懂的哥布林生活在格兰之森的巢穴里，他开心地走出巢穴，去森林里冒险。不可以随地吐痰哦。突然，哥布林看见天上有人在飞，而空中会魔法的恶霸也非常开心。少女降落在他面前，但他只想把哥布林变成经验值。哥布林预判了攻击，再来一击。哥布林妖娆的挣脱了，
燃烧吧，烈焰！
哥布林改变了自己的图腾，计算犯规吧。退下找机会，调整位置，出手！哎呀，短了一点。哥布林中的哥布林，他平 A 破那招啊！哥布林在火中跳起了舞。竟然和小怪打得有来有回，尴尬呀！终于中了！啊！如中，这一定是 bug！ 终于要使出那一招了吧？有破绽！
Get ready, I'm coming for you, friend.
新的哥布林就这样变成了勇士的经验。
Get ready, I'm coming for you, friend.
巢穴是最安全的。外面没有你的同类，他只是想把你从巢穴中骗出去，消灭练级。但是族群会永远保护你，等你回家。如果想探索阿拉德大陆 ，DNF 正版手游已经上线，这次保你安全又能玩。
Alright, hello, welcome to Tutorial Tuesday. Today we're looking at a way to save file space on your computer effectively free.
My first computer was a computer that was bought for me by Mr. Clifford Fish. He was my mother's cousin's husband. He was a very interesting guy. I will not call him weird, I will call him eccentric. He was his own dude, he lived life on his own terms. And unfortunately, I had the bad luck of actually finding his contact information and reaching out to him 2 days after he passed away. That sucked. He got me my first machine. It was a 286, and this 286 was a unique machine because it came out during a different culture. It came out when you hit the delete key, the file was deleted. When you typed RM and space and then a file name, the file went away. It was actually deleted, which is more than I can say for now, where we don't store our files on our 286. And my 286 is one of the best 286s you could get. Not only did it have a turbo button, it had 2 5.25-inch floppies. So when I was using a photo program that had 3 floppy disks, there was a 66% chance that I had enough floppies in there to actually load everything I needed to run my program. This computer was different from modern computers because back in the day, you stored your files on the actual computer that belonged to you. You didn't store it on the manufacturer's computer, which belonged to them. The problem with storing your files on the manufacturer's computer is that funny things happen. Whether we're talking about Google, where somebody was asked by a doctor to send pictures of the rash their son had, and as a result of it, Google scanned his photos, flagged it for being ext4, for lack of a better way to put it on the channel that very often gets videos age-restricted if I phrase things poorly, and gets reported to the police, ruining a year of his life. Or we're talking about Apple, where they don't seem to understand the meaning of the word delete, where you hit delete on a photo in your iCloud library, which again, stop calling it the cloud, it's somebody else's computer. And 2 years later, when they update their operating system, funny how this works, their photos show up again after they hit delete. And I just want to make very clear in this video, this is not some sort of conspiracy theory thing. I don't think that Tim Cook is going out of his way to inject code into here so that he could see videos of me having sex with my ex-girlfriend or something like that, that I would prefer to be private. But that's not what this is about. This is most likely some sort of stupid bug somewhere where, you know, it's supposed to sync across 20 servers and it only syncs delete across 19 because you're going to have different servers in different parts of the world. Things will load faster, you're going to have redundancy, backups, all that. Things happen, and I understand that things happen. The problem here is not that something happened, and nor am I going to go into some tirade about how somebody at Apple is secretly fapping to your photos that you thought you deleted that you didn't. What I care about here is the principle.
the principle is that people make mistakes. And what Apple has done for many years, what manufacturers have been doing for many years, is they've been scapegoating independent repair shops and pretending that we make all the mistakes and they don't. What does Apple always say when lobbying against right to repair? What they say is that this is a safety and security issue. This is about data privacy, the customer privacy. You can only trust the manufacturer with your data. We cannot trust these unkempt, dirty, filthy, scoundrel MacBook repair shops and iPhone repair shops that do this work unauthorized. And time again, the opposite has been shown to be the case. To be clear, if a customer asks me to erase their data after doing a data recovery, I actually erase their data. Like, I actually hit the delete key. I don't pretend to hit the delete key. I don't look through customer photos. I don't accuse customers of being P-files because they took a picture of their son to communicate with his son's doctor about a medical issue, which, by the way, if the people that actually looked at this photo, looked at the context of the fucking email, would have been able to actually recognize immediately. The problem here is that we are consistently accused of what the manufacturer is actually doing. Whether it is intentional or it is an accident or a mistake or a bug, I don't care. When you start accusing us of going through people's data, when you start throwing up the legislatures and saying that data privacy and security is a serious concern, stuff, that's where I care, and that's where I'm going to call you out every time you make these mistakes. We all make mistakes.
Look at Lewis out in the fucking grasslands, sitting there with his glasses on, his fucking
only affects us and never
dude.
That is when I'm
You're wearing the headset, microphone, the fucking neck grabber.
As an issue, how fucking dare you? Google, Apple, Microsoft lobby against people's consumer rights to fix what they own and choose who fixes what they own so that they can actually feel like they own what they own with fear-mongering bullshit. This is the typical standard garbage you read in Saul Alinsky's Rules for Radicals, where you accuse others of what it is you're actually doing yourself. And to be clear, I am not saying that Tim Cook and employees at Apple purposely coded this in maliciously so that they could fap to photos of you fucking your girlfriend that you thought you deleted 5 years ago.
To it though. Hi Bob, welcome in. Are you gonna play Elden Ring? Yes, that's the reason why me and Kaidi has started playing and trying to finish this game together. And so that we're ready for the DLC that's coming out. I'm gonna change my 'cause I'm blue and blue. Sadder and sad. Hi Goeno! You're the only thing that I have never had, 'cause it's true.
A really buff bird says, Scrappy from Scooby-Doo. A really buff bird says, do.
This is going to be fun.
My god. I'm not surviving. I'm living.
Pay attention. You might learn a thing or two.
Oh gosh, darn it.
You okay?
I got hit. I got hit. And I didn't pick up my coins! So I lost all of my coins.
Yo, woo! Rune's gone forever. Good. I'm the jump master. Rune's gone forever.
Was that a vacuum in the background? It wasn't a vacuum. It was just the power tools that the construction people are using, unfortunately. Yeah, power saws. I'm so sorry it was so loud, chat. We can't help it there. Because like the room that they're working on is like literally below this room. So that's why the construction is like so loud. So annoying. Oi! I'm not even here to fight this guy. I'm just here to get some stuff.
Get ready. Moving up.
Maybe I should use the power of magic. Mariman. Ah!
The battle happens quick. Be ready. I spotted an enemy over here.
This is what dreams are made of. Oh, damn it.
1 minute before the ring closes. We have time.
I think I've mentioned I've beaten Dark Souls 1 and Demon Souls Remake, so I can relate to losing souls.
It's so cute. I like how they're called pumpkin heads. It's such a cute name for how ugly they are. Hi, Master. Welcome in. Welcome in. Pero yeah, apparently like we're locked out of like Sony games anyway, because like the PSN isn't available here in the Philippines anymore, chat. So it's not something that we can't even play Sony games and stuff. To the seas.
When I go big screen, does that shit go black?
Me laddies, in order to get those
Let's
games
go here
now.
to there. Yep, to there, to there.
Rings around the corner, 10 left.
Okay.
Huh! Jesus! Yeah, I died before I did like significant damage.
Listen up, the ring's moving.
Demon Souls Remake broke a lot of what I liked from the original. What do you mean? Like they changed some of like the gameplay? Thip shot? Honestly, my first ever Souls game is Elden Ring. And then I got Dark Souls, the original Dark Souls. But I haven't finished Dark Souls either.
Let's get out of here, bro.
Fuck.
Let's fight them.
You wanna fight them? Okay. I'll
So
come
yeah,
back.
you could say that I'm very, very new to the
Oh fuck! I
franchise.
dropped down. Okay, I'm on my way back.
Yeah, I'm on my way back too, but. Oh, what? How'd I get?
So stupid. Such a stupid.
He's back behind you. He's up here. He's up top. He's up top. There's a second one coming on your back. You're fucked.
Well, they're both weak, so.
There's a third party coming.
My former colleagues would have eaten you alive.
Where's that from? I don't think that's like.
Where's that from? I saw Kyrie got CV. Stream soon. CV? I don't know CV COVID. What's CV?
I don't know what CV is.
Channel voice.
No, I think it's a game.
CV or like Seiyu, because they have like character voice. Diba? CV is character voice, right?
I don't know.
Who am I voicing? Who? Cold Vein. Cold Vein.
What's Code Vein?
Well, I have the game, chat said. So we will have to stream it.
What is Code Vein then?
They're saying it's fun. Is it really, chat, or are you just twisting my tail?
You have a tail?
Yeah.
I forgot you have a tail. One of them is down. One of them is down.
Where? I see nothing.
One of them is down again.
And I see nothing at all.
One of them is almost dead.
I
know! No! Pumpkinhead Flail was almost dead! I should have focused on him. I was looking at the hammer guy.
Where?
Sayang.
Where am I?
Where are you? Who are you?
Huh?
Why are you here? Who are you?
Me?
Yeah!
Your sister.
Who?
I think this is fake.
I've only had one sister. Her name is San.
No, that's me. I'm your sister too. Have you noticed why she's named San? If there's gonna be just two of you?
Chat says it's the anime Dark Souls. Really? There's character creation. Okay, then we have to. I love it when like games let me
be ugly.
Yeah, like games let me just do whatever the hell I want for like the looks.
Introducing
like
the
it's
champion.
not
In
in
or out? Am I in or out? In or out? Am I in or ah? God damn it! In or out? In or out?
Here we go. It's a long drop. Fun.
Or out. minsan lang kita mamahalin.
Oh, team over here.
Thrown for a loop when she introduced herself as
Hi, coming
Sans. I
back?
thought it was Sans, like from
Well, we kind of like when we call her Sans. I don't know.
We can call her anything we want.
Yeah. But I never call you Kais. I don't know, that doesn't fall off, like roll off the tongue well.
35 seconds, ring spa. Kai. Soon.
Recharging my shield. 1 sec.
Kylie?
I can't believe Sans Undertale is part of Ekoton. Better believe
Another
it.
squad coming in.
Better
and they're not
believe
friendly.
in magic. Whoa. Is that?
Got to
Gotta hop up
believe
here.
in magic.
Disruptor.
Tell me, how do people find each other in a world full of strangers?
Gotta believe in magic.
Frag out. Demon
What
move.
does this mean? There's so many things that I cannot translate. I only know dear ones. Tyrus, bobbers, and sands. What about my M's? Mine has a letter M at the end. It's kind of funny how that game is part of the God Eater.
Oh, shit!
I miss Baby Lisa. You missed the
What?
yesterday, Sifu?
What? They're thrown through the window. They're thrown through the window. You're good. But they're coming.
Right? It sounds like a weird, ugly baby cry. Beautiful to who? The ugly?
No!
Oh.
Ate, why are you so
Forky says, run.
Tapos the octopus sounds like...
Oh, sige, paano?
See? It's not entertaining at all. Magic. Is my face back? No.
Tell me, how do people find each other in a world full of... Mali ang ininom ko!
Got to believe in magic. Tell me,
I was like
how
doing
do
my...
people find each other?
Huwag kang maipit! Lord ko! Lord ko! Huwag!
As it's out in the old and it's into the new.
Hammer guy is almost done. It's so Drover. Okay, one of them's dead. One of them's dead. That's good. Now I can focus on one. Hell yeah. Please. I don't wanna die.
I don't need no carry on.
Cause you had a bad day. You're taking one out. You sing a sad song and you take it around. You say you don't know.
You say you don't care.
Don't lie.
Don't lie. Cause you had a bad day. You take it all out. You sing a sad song and you figure it out. You had a bad day.
No!
You had a bad day.
Pretty close,
What
pretty close.
happened to you, buddy?
That was a better attempt though, bro.
Yeah, I saw it. I super saw it.
You saw it, but you still sound very,
I'm so satisfied at how greater you are now compared to earlier.
The way you say things is very annoying. It sounds like you're not taking me seriously.
I'm very serious.
Especially with how the way you look right now, it makes it even more annoying.
What do you mean? What are those? What are those? Hello, I'm sorry I missed it. Congrats on 3 years. No, you didn't miss anything.
Thank you, Nostromo.
You're here. The party's here.
The party don't start till Nostromo's here.
Don't stop, make it pop.
DJ turn the speakers up
Tonight on a fire till we see the sunlight. Tick-tock on the clock. It says virus detected.
My God, Kylie.
Trojan horse.
Introducing your champion.
But how am I gonna get into Flexivini? How do I explain to them that it's giving me a virus? Casanovix, thank you for the sub! Thank you! Thank you! Ang babait ninyo, thank you! Thank you po!
Thank you po. Oh.
Is Kyrie being a smarty pants and super sarcastic again?
She's always like that,
I've
Chad.
never been sarcastic in my whole life.
Land in.
I don't even know
Trust your elders,
what
eh?
sarcastic is. It's a
Light to heaven, this time we tear it apart. Woo.
Wag, please, wag. Sobrang malapit ka na mamatay.
What does this mean? Who
So,
are
this is death.
Who are you? Who are you? Kyrie doesn't even know what sarcasm is. She's a dear, poor thing.
Did you guys see that, chat? Did you guys
Thank
see
you,
that?
Translate. Oh my gosh!
Rings nearby. 1 minute till close.
Cause you had a birthday, take it all out. You sing it all. You say you don't care.
That guy's broke. That guy's broke. Well, you're not gonna buy me, are you? Oh my god, what the fuck happened?
They're saying let's go right to your winning. Hollow goes to your 200 bits because of your winning now.
Thank you so much, Holiday.
Thank you. Ang babait ninyo. Thank you. Thank you po.
Phew.
Kung ako na lang sana ang masakit. Kung ako na lang sana.
Oi, leveled up. Time for a bloody upgrade. Upgrade chosen.
You guys are good.
Minahal, di ka na muling
luluha pa. And I
let's go
have a
walk
very
around, chat.
special love in you.
Grab out that game.
Feeling
Okay, that,
so awesome.
that made you want to straighten up your back. Something forward and slouching.
Yeah, grandma.
I think I hurt my neck, Chad.
Now I'm bloody.
Like the middle part of the left side of my neck.
It looks
Care
weird.
package on its way.
No, I was saying it
Why would you say that?
for a dramatic effect.
The perfect partner.
It doesn't look weird.
I got so worried. I don't know what happened. Like, our mom said maybe it's like the lymph nodes, but it's too low for a lymph node. And then, and then like, why did you say, oh no, you're scaring me.
I'm just worried for you, right, Papa?
And then like, I just because I'm looking at pictures of people. It's so fucking disgusting. They have mirrors. God, look at this. So, ano talaga, oh? Tapos may pa-ebal pang aso dito na nakiki-join game. Ano ba yan? Ba't yun ang game? Woo! Of course I'm dead. Sorry. I might have slept wrong. Yeah, I was like switching up to internet because you know the internet has
all the answers.
Oh my god. They said that maybe like I bruised my neck or something. I don't know.
Kyrie should give Raika a neck massage as the youngest sister, but we have the youngest sister.
Oh my god,
with us.
our dad got a chiropractor for our mom.
Oh yeah.
It was so scary. It was like a 30-minute session. It was so scary. It's like all of her bones were cracking.
I think it was very fun.
Yuck, kadiri talaga. Oh, ew. Yuck. Yeah, screw you. You're so disgusting. Oh my god, I can't even look at them. Ugh, Kadiri. Who made these guys? I just want to talk. I want to talk them out of making more guys looking like this. Absolutely disgusting. Did she enjoy it? Like right after, she felt really good, but like the day after, her body was so sore. Like scary sore. God, there's so many dogs. Dogs are so annoying.
Sing the sad song.
This is my favorite part.
Cause you had a bad day.
Yeah,
You had a bad day. I don't trust chiropractors. Yeah, I can see why it's kind of like sus. There's so many down there. Oh. Let's see if my trusty rock spell.
This is your champion.
This one goes out to all the fine folks back home. So,
Malik.
what are you bloody doing tonight?
Good, I'm the jump master.
Malik. God, Kadiri talaga.
Access denied.
Let us see how
This is
impressive
awesome.
you two.
I'm the jump master.
We got. Mamamatay pa ako. She basically
Here
has
we go.
had
It's
very
a long
bad
drop. Fun.
postures because like our mom works as a nurse and she works like 12 hours a day, standing in an operator room. Like literally her only time to rest is like 30 minutes. That's like a sit down.
Extra supplies over here.
And it's hard on her legs, it's hard on her back.
Next ring's not close.
And her posture is just kind of like messed up.
Gotta be someone. Glad it's not one of us.
I know, there's like human hands on each like little legs and it's disgusting. Yuck! Oh yuck! Ew! Ew, Kadiri! Yuckers.
Is there other people here?
Seconds. Rings far.
What?
Hustle right here.
For real?
I freaking got Scarlet Rot 2. Drink before you die. I die. Ah no, my money!
Well, that's very unfortunate.
It's gone. It's gone. All of the freaking effort to kill those pumpkin guys is over now.
Musa, hey, come here with my phone, please.
Hustle right here.
Tapos I get like a freaking crappy item down here.
Took out an enemy.
Come.
Reloading.
Down to time.
He's broke, he's broke, he's broke.
Hold tight. I got
Thank
back.
you, thank you. I don't know what they say, thank you.
Recharging shields.
So we know where to
Standard energy mag
I
here.
wish I was
Level 3.
Deploying why, Lolai? Why? It's one of those moments of fixing the issues is more painful than continuing on the process.
I love loot.
Mommy, daddy, sit here. When we get around here,
How far away are they?
you have to look.
Knockdown shield here. Level 3. Gotta need one of these if you're bleeding
Oh,
out.
that's like freaking.
Optics here. Mid-range.
Kasi mommy didn't open my phone.
Okay.
If
Care
we
package
get
over
here,
there.
has
Who's
this,
ready
so
to
we
fly?
can
Care package over there.
Okay. Our mom and dad went on a trip
got an upgrade
to
waiting
get
for
a
me.
generator pack. So they're like a few hours away right now. They're not here. It's really interesting to see how their personalities change a little since family is now there. Do you think it changes a little bit, chat. Like, I think maybe it changes for Kylie. I think you can see how, as the middle child, she switches her personalities depending on who she talks to.
Huh?
Yeah.
Knockdown shield here. Level 4.
I have that.
Oh, there's another.
Barrel stabilizer here. Level
I don't
3.
know if I even want to go there anymore, you know?
Same. What are you talking about?
This guy. That was. Stop! Stop! Stop!
Mid-range.
Wag. Ah! Umiyan na kasi kayo.
Musakan, what the
There's a perfectly good upgrade just waiting for me.
This is my friend. Right, go.
No power out. Let's go.
Right,
Yeah, I'm pretty excited. It's gonna be better for us in the long run as well, no chat. Because as you guys may know, we've had so many troubles back then because of like weather interrupting our power, or power supply and whatnot. Generators are gonna be great. Generators are expensive. That's why we're thankful our dad bought us. Not us, thank God. Kylie got a little bit more bossy now. Bossy Kylie.
Bossy, sinagsabi niyo
Bossy Kylie. I'm the middle child too, 2 brothers. Ooh, how is it? Wait, sorry, are you... I feel like it's different when you're a girl with 2 brothers or if you're a guy with 2 sisters. I feel like the dynamic is very different kasi... Do you have a UPS? I do not have a UPS. Unfortunately. I was working on Mama Usa's VTuber model, and that's when like the power went out yesterday. All of my progress did not. I was so pissed. Maybe I don't have to do it.
Just giving my shields a recharge.
Giving my shields a recharge. Contact with target. More friends are coming to kill us. There's another squad. The enemies are shooting.
I've got some hits on me.
Body on my mark. Firing program.
What? Umahabol! What is in here?
Spotted. Double timing it.
Like, is there anything important in here that
Wonder which upgrade I should
why I
get.
would like stick around?
I don't know. Why are you there?
Because it's like a ruin. Usually ruins have like...
Here's
There's something fake news.
Sorry, brother. Come up here, I can heal you.
Oh, but there's a guy here.
Health drone here. Come get your fill.
Okay, okay. Going now. Bye! Bring out the horse! Bring out the horse! Go, go! Just
Replicator
run!
on its way down.
Okay, we're good.
I'm upgraded. I'm ready to die.
There, let's keep going, let's keep going, let's keep going. Middle of the same gender is pretty
Helmet
similar
here.
from what I've seen
Backpack
in
here.
her.
Level
I see.
2.
Okay, okay. Jesus, run. Not gonna lie, UPS would go hard with how often Ekaton LAN has power out. I know! It's that's what you get for living
We're
in a
gonna have
place
to
where
like
it's
get
like
through
a
now or
like
something.
a lot of
That's what
natural
I'm trying
stuff,
to do.
a lot of animals, a lot of like
Before this
trees.
team
I think
gets
it's, like,
moved through
very
here.
unavoidable when that's the case.
Got a squad mate scanner.
Yeah, but no. We're our dad just
Oh my
got
god,
the
this is
generator
so
and
bad
on our way
right
back
here.
home.
Oh my god, there.
They could have gotten one here, but apparently it's like super expensive here. But there was like yeah, but there was a different guy. This guy's like a
There's
Scarlet.
a team already up there that just took the
Can
zip
we fight
line.
This guy? I
That
don't
was
know.
our best
Let's
bet.
figure it out, chat.
There's a team that landed
We'll
over
just
here.
Fight, I guess. See where it'll take us. God, he's gonna do a Scarlet Rod thing. God, okay. Scarlet Rod is one of the worst things too.
Enemy spotted. Near me.
I wonder if I can just like run.
Hostiles. Might be
Okay,
something good
I
that
can
way.
avoid it like that. Okay.
Oh my
Deploying an
gosh.
evac tower.
Oh my gosh. You guys. Rings around the corner. 10
Oh
left.
shoot. Sounds like immediate death. The worst part of power going out is things on the fridge. So bad. Yeah, you're right. Because Where's my money?
Half the squads are left.
Where's my money?
Money.
Give me my money. Where's my
Where's
money?
my money?
The
Give me
area's
my
coming. Area's coming.
Maybe it would be better if I try to kill him with my dog. I mean, my horse.
Care package touching down. They usually carry around 5 more. Respawn beacon over there.
Contact with iStyle. I'm spotted. Fire. Sailor.
Popping the chimney. Spotted. Double timing it.
Recharging my shields.
I might be able to get out of it now. But...
Run. God, Scarlet Rot. No! What is Scotty working on? She's currently working. She has a real job chat, if you could believe it. And
Wow, so kind. Thanks.
I know. She has to work. On the other hand,
Also
Emily,
working. You're
not
working.
in education.
No, you're working.
At least one of us believes, Heidi.
Can you feel it? To the rhythm of the night?
Scarlet Rocks.
rhythm
Rot
of it.
sucks. I can't speak.
The night.
And I took it there. I will leave that before they come.
Chat says we're proud of you, though. The dragon itself isn't hard. It's the Scarlet Rot that is a pain. That's so true. I was able to kill the dragon big guy. We should kill the one here, the Raya Lucaria one, bro.
Why do you say we might?
The magic dragon together.
Get ready.
Yeah.
Today's not gonna be easy.
I did say it. That's very true.
Introducing your champion.
Follow my path to win.
It's really. Oh, God, Scarlet Rot. The Scarlet Rat!
Rat?
Rot.
You say rat.
I wouldn't be surprised if your rat brought in Scarlet Rot.
Ratatouille. Ratatouille. Ratatouille.
See that? Every time he stomps, there's like freaking Scarlet Rot.
Beauty of a view, eh? Let's rock and roll.
The wind
Oh, the Scarlet Rot.
and the volume is rolling. And I say la da dee da dee da 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 da.
Hi, Monty Onesie, welcome in.
Round one. Beginning ring
Welcome.
countdown.
Welcome.
Say what?
Here's
Here's
the
the
blue
blue, it
inside
never
this veil.
fails. It makes me wanna wag my tail.
Veil time.
Can I sit that?
Got me one good eye on this spot here.
What am I looking at? Ah, this one. This is new. Or is it? I don't know how to.
Am I hitting him? I'm not hitting him. Of course I don't.
Wait, let's change my mind.
God freaking.
You can get the button.
I'm just trying my best, Barbara.
Oh no.
Hey, we're already inside the next ring.
The body.
The body.
The body.
Extended heavy mag here.
Do you think that they have, like, they will have the
You kill leader out
Gakuen
there.
game in
What a go-getter. Got us a care package coming in.
I don't know.
It does feel like a very like mobile center game.
Especially that it's like portrait, right?
Yeah, yeah. Gosh darn it! The freaking Scarlet Rot!
I'll be one
Anger will not lead you to
Reckon I knocked down shield here. Level 4.
Shut up, Kyrie!
Okay.
Oh, natanggal ka daw, Kyrie. She's gone.
Shut up, so I got eaten out. This was so bad.
Should I even try?
What the fuck?
My heart will go on.
Knock down shield here. Level 4.
Wherever you are, I'll be here.
White care package over there.
Oof. Not yet. I think San gave like the cat food.
I need a shotgun bolt.
Oh, this guy sucks.
We ought to take a backpack here. Level 2.
Come and get your birthday present.
They're supposed to
There's an
done.
upgrade waiting for me.
Close range.
You see that? Yes. Yes. Yes.
Medkit here.
He's down. That's like more than I can ask for. God, okay.
Barrel stabilizer here. Level 3.
Bakit? The chocolates?
No, the nuts. Uy, internet! Gumana ka naman!
Now that's an upgrade.
Ayun ko na.
Takbo! Takbo!
Have to wait, Baba.
My 4?
The internet to work.
Okay.
Cheers, mate.
Yeah.
It's a giant dragon, bro. What do you think? Oh, oh, oh. Yes, 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 yes.
In the eye.
Hell yeah, chat.
You want?
Hell yeah.
Setting a gate.
Get up, get out, get out before. Shit, the Scarlet Rot! Nakakabisit! Nakakabisit!
Over here. Got a target.
Oh, that
Here comes the old
sucks!
knuckle cluster.
Got a mark here. Hold on.
Yeah, you're right. Like, the first time I was able to get him down.
They're shooting at me.
I really messed up by not hitting him where his head is at.
Fuck!
That's messed up.
The fuck is happening?
Round 2. Beginning.
Last place.
Attention. Supply ship inbound.
Healing up. You'll be right. Replicator incoming. Get amongst it, fellas.
Whoa, I'm getting third partied. I'm leaving. Come towards me if you'd like to live.
Come and get your birthday present.
Healing up. You'll be right.
Off the squad's left. Evac tower here. You wanna fly?
Ready.
Alright, let's go. Let's go. We're gonna go down. We're gonna go left. You wanna go through here? You wanna go all the way around? I think we should go all the way around. I like getting pinned into rocks. I'm also gonna want to be your leader.
It takes like 3 to get him down.
Heavy ammo here.
Sino?
Shield battery here.
Huh? Where? No, they're still chatting to me. Ah, fudge, I forgot. One. Two. Then I need another one. 3. Oh, come on.
Stepping in my evac tower.
Okay.
Warning. In progress.
Shit, Scarlet dropped. I didn't pick up my stuff. Sayang.
Enemy over there.
Reka, since Baby Usa is not there, will you make OnlyFans watch the Trolls movie on Discord?
Hostile
Why
spotted.
not, chat? Yeah, I'm still streaming though. It's just everyone is gone. Really? Huh? Hello? You just call me a kid show? What the hell?
We're getting it from every side now. We need to get out of here.
Recharging my shield.
I'm flying, baby. I'm flying out. Up, over, around, and down. Don't be loud. Here we go. I'm talking to you.
Baby Usa can just be the one. Right, Baby Usa.
It's just me down here.
Pay attention. Some of us
Don't
aren't
worry.
inside the ring.
Attention. Delivering replicator.
Here comes the replicator.
Target over there.
Taking it step by step, always looking ahead. No. Yeah.
My boy.
Put a mark here.
Hey, Baby Usa, can you look at the camera lang?
Good. Jump in now.
Baby Usa. No. Let her play the stuff that she wants. Here. Hey, right, this chat is literally I'm looking at chat right now. You guys are there. I thought we were not supposed to mention that because imaginary sister.
You had
At
a
the Baby
humble
Usa.
end.
Can have this.
Mark over there.
Ew. Mike. Mike test. Send ako ng video. There's an echo. I fixed it.
Broke that enemy shield.
Enemy shield cracked. Keep playing your back.
Deploying me knuckle cluster.
I project saved it. I thought you were playing Valkyrie.
Enemy shield cracked.
What? You guys told me that it was Project Sekai.
Here comes the old knuckle cluster. Reload. Enemy here.
Pick me up. Oh, don't pick me up. Too late. One behind you.
You came looking for trouble, but trouble found you first.
Parang ginagawa ko sila.
Parang hindi na ako matapos dito sa pinakaaway ko.
I that's a skill issue.
What?
Nakapamot ko yung bar.
No. Oh.
Tapos kala ko bar ni Jabba. Sabi ko, hindi, tingnan lang yung bar niya. Tapos bar mo pala.
Oh my god. Scarlet Rot, okay. Yeah. Kinda just said it was a skill issue. Not sure if this was asked before, but is Baby Usa's name San because it means 3 in Japanese, and she's the 3rd member of Ekoton.
Are you the third member of Ekton?
Hirap mo kausapin, San. I think it was just a no. Why am I naked? What? Leave me alone. Can't the girl be naked anymore?
What
No, I think it was just a no. It wasn't on purpose, definitely. We just realized it after the fact, you know? I wish that we could be like, yeah, that's exactly what we thought. Ichi ni and then Sisan.
Is a throat sharp as a knife, killing
Like
keeps you
Ichika.
full of life.
And then like, what's a good name for it?
Nino.
Nino. But look, oh, we almost got him to half health. I just was bad at running away.
Win again.
What do you mean not on Twitch anymore? Who, me? I thought Juniberry was the 3rd member. Well, she's not a sister.
This is your
But
champion.
she was the 3rd member for our singing unit group, right?
I fight until it hurts.
Baby Usa Elden Ring Gamer. I think I made Baby Usa try it out. But she said that it wasn't her. It's okay. Not all of us can be gamers. I'm wasting my shit. Okay, sorry. No. I'm gonna retry. I'm not allowed to be naked on Twitch anymore. I'm not naked, per se. I'm just... bikini. I mean a bikini. Aren't there a lot of girls on Twitch that use bikinis? The bikini meta, as they call it. Was it? Like, oh, okay. Like tube top meta. 1, 2. Would they really kill that meta considering that it's one of their top earning stuff? Their top earning streamers are usually that kind. I haven't monitored that stuff. Good for you. Good for you, socialist author. Wait, that's a bikini? The entire time I thought it was this? What do you mean? This is a... How is this a dress? We literally have... Oh. Should really get you a proper,
Alright, hard
proper chair,
cases,
baby.
we're right by the ring. Got 45.
Huh? You just have a bad chair, abuser. You know, how a dress, Seco Vermilion, is a one-piece clothing that covers the top and the bottom of a person's body. A bikini is 2-piece. What do you mean? Okay, we're gonna have to do like a closed stream chat.
Rings around the corner. 10 left.
Extended sniper mag here. Extended energy mag here. Level 3.
I don't know where they are, honestly.
I bloody want it.
Warning. Ring movement in progress.
Oh, I wasn't able to freaking hit him.
Rings moving and we don't seem to be in it. Barrel extended heavy mag here. Level 4.
Yeah, I could use
We
that.
should do a fashion stream chat. You guys can't go on living thinking what I'm wearing right now is a freaking dress, okay?
Thanks.
Ekaton drip stream? I wanted to do like an art stream where we
Hello?
just like draw each other.
Greg? Hello, Greg. Can you hear me?
You know, like
Greg?
the dress-up doll thing?
Can you hear me? Greg? Hello?
I hope I never
Greg,
have a
can you
daughter.
hear
I
me?
don't know.
Greg,
Maybe you should
hello?
hope for a daughter so that you will learn clothes. Be positive. I hope I get a daughter so I will learn fashion. Like Rarity from Mighty the
It's the art of the dress.
Laser sight here.
The
Level 3.
Does Raika get to wear Sans seal hood? Just like her ate Kairi.
New kill leader.
San also.
Can you hear me?
Yes?
Fudge, no, please.
Can you hear me?
No,
Yep.
please.
Okay.
What in the fuck is going on with Discord? Like, I don't understand.
also
Like,
doesn't
I don't know. Is your mic changing? Or you
it,
just showed
it
off
all
and
of a sudden,
back?
it all of a sudden changed to push to talk. Like, what the fuck? How would I never went in and did that. You know what I mean? Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, yeah. One of
I've
my
had so
fucking
many
glitches,
Discord
dude.
problems.
Yep.
And then I just played this long ass fucking game, and these assholes voted to fucking draw. Like, after we'd already played so much, I think that's dumb.
No, they just didn't want to lose their point.
Annoying.
I return it to you.
Well, I'll get on Valorant here in a minute. Let me just finish this game.
Oh, Rappy's getting on Valorant.
I mean, I'm cool, especially because did you see that video of little baby Usa, the fucking San?
Yeah.
Their little sister is fucking. She thought she was good at Valorant. She gave a whole PowerPoint presentation about herself. And then she included 3 clips of Valorant. I was like, oh my god, look at this girl. I'm like, she's a Valorant hoe.
I don't know how you can get into those little
VTuber characters? I don't know how I started liking this one, but they fucking.
I'm
But I'm watching them right now, Greg. They're literally on right now.
And I'm like, what the fuck?
Because and Rika fucking right now has been playing Elden Ring or whatever, trying to beat all that shit. But she's like you, but like she has trouble like she's fighting
I'm not adopted. Our dad is also.
some big ass fucking white dragon thing. Did you ever fight that? It's like gigantic.
I probably didn't even get that far. I think so though.
She's riding some like bull or some shit.
Cameron
Go have
bought
a
some.
great work time. Get that bread. Cephalopods are kind of known for a distinctive smell. The smell of beauty.
The smell of pajo.
They're hilarious, dude. If you listen to them at certain times, like.
Just parry the. I wish I could. I need to time it properly. 2, and then 3. And then I go down. And then I hit him on the face. Like this.
I was like, yo, we're gonna play some Valorant together.
I get my horse. I get my horse. And then
Oh shit, who the fuck's shooting me? What the fuck?
Sorry. Sorry, baby.
I'm like, I don't even know where the fuck this is happening.
I was doing so well on the moon shot. You saw it, right? I was doing so well. Again, no 1.
I don't see these dudes.
And then I go down. It didn't annoy him! It didn't stun him! He was supposed to stun? No, okay.
Didn't annoy him. It was supposed to stun him. Like, what the fuck? You call it annoying someone? What?
Sister karaoke.
Rolling that way.
Light ammo here.
Thinking I hear enemies over that way.
Okay, my team is literally sprinting to a different point. What in the fuck are you guys doing now?
Squad Steve.
What's the floor with
That's fine.
those eats?
Whatever.
Optics here.
Run! Run! No! No! You needed your horse! Run as fast as you can. Drink! Drink! Papakamot ka na lang, chat eh. Mapapakamot ka na lang eh. Oh, I'm so frustrated. I'm so frustrated. Okay, it's okay. It's okay. That's the art of the dress. What do you call that accent that Rarity from My Little Pony has?
Oh yeah, what's her
What's her accent called?
There's two out there. There's two out there.
You must absolutely positively find these crumpets that I made.
I see this picture
It's
online.
not British, that's for sure.
Yeah.
And it's like Jonas is like tagged in it. It's like his kid's soccer team.
Rarity from My
Who's?
I think it's Jonas.
Yeah.
And it's just random. I went to college with the coach.
Oh really? I'm like, which? Because he has multiple. He has fucking triplets.
Yeah, I don't know. It's just like
And
he's
then
not
he's-
in the picture. It's like a soccer team of
Search it up
kids.
and tell me if chat is.
And so I don't know which one it is, but yeah, the coach is.
He's
like,
got. They got. They have. Wait, how do they have?
You guys are so
This is a boy, or multiple.
Yeah, no, he's the boy is part of the triplets, and then I think they have an older sister, also. Like, Jesus Christ!
Yeah, fucking lot of kids. Oh my god.
Like, oh yeah, imagine having three at one time. Like two is maybe okay,
Crazy,
but
bro.
fucking
Even that
three,
is
dude.
fucking crazy.
Yeah, I know, yeah, but you know what two is like. But imagine having another one.
I don't even want to.
Two of them are girls, one of them's a boy, so it's fucking like
Yeah,
even
that's
more
fucking
psychotic.
Triplets.
Fuck!
Crazy.
God, this guy's so annoying. It's mid-Atlantic.
I only got Cameron
but,
here, and I
like,
couldn't even handle him today.
What is mid-Atlantic socialism?
Well, we found a fucking. We were like out by this fishing pond, and we fucking came up on this snake.
I don't really know any of
This
the
thing would like.
What? Bye.
He wasn't scared of us, so we couldn't get him to go away.
What did you say, San?
What? You don't listen to her down.
I listen to you. I listen to you as much as I can because you're my sister.
Give me that fucking thing. Yes, let's go. Got a heavy mag now. Now I gotta get back in the zone somehow.
Okay, I'm gonna give up, Chad.
Oh wait. Whoa, was that? Whoa, I found a bunch of death boxes.
Too much for my poor little
Okay, give me that. Okay, give me that. Okay, give me
Since
that.
definition differs from source.
Oh shit,
the
is a storm coming?
includes Delaware, the District of Columbia, Maryland, New Jersey, New York, Pennsylvania, Virginia, and West Virginia. I know where West Virginia is. West Virginia, Mountain Mama, take me home, country road. Da da da.
Send in a decoy. Wait, how do I know I'm
Da da da
Oh
da.
my god, they're singing Country
Da
Road
da
now.
da da.
Take me home.
Oh, I like your teammates. I was like, what? When my friend like came into the Colts game in Germany this year, it's like and like that's like the song they kept playing. It's like the American song.
So it's just a normal American accent that is.
And like all the German people knew the words and shit he was telling me.
It's a TV.
Why would that be though?
I have no idea. That's like he was like, I don't know what.
They just don't know what the fuck.
Yeah, that's
American shit is.
I've
Oh, we're gonna play Neil Diamond, fucking
Take me home.
Sweet Caroline, but then everyone does that. They don't give a fuck whether it's American, European. Everyone loves that fucking shit.
Whoa, who's this guy?
You know what I'm talking about? The Sweet Caroline song.
Yeah,
Sweet Caroline.
That's what
Ba,
they
ba,
were singing in
ba.
the 17 inch.
Times never seem
Red
so
Sox
good.
games.
So good! So good! So good!
I have this funny story. So, Sweet Caroline comes on. Me and Evan, Katie, and Evan's girlfriend at the time are at the Red Sox game. And they put that song on, and this fucking drunken guy, still wearing his mailman uniform, just absolutely danced around singing that at the top of his lungs. And just, it was just like, this guy is just loving life right now. And it was just so awesome. Just this drunken fucking mailman. Just, sweet!
He was supposed to be delivering the mail. He was like, fuck it, I'm going to the game.
It's so awesome.
Who's that guy?
He was like, God, is that what life is like when you get older? Cool. But then you got older and you're like, fuck! Why did I never get my Sweet Caroline moment? Like you did, you just forgot about it. You did a couple times there, buddy.
Oh my god.
Trying to figure out where to go now, boys. Where should I
I
go?
still think that they should have just let Will Smith rap in the main movie proper, rather than him trying to emulate Will. I mean, his name Robin Williams instead. That's your that's your litmus test on how like you can check how old someone is. Ask them who their genie for Aladdin was. I hate it. I hate this place. It's just so miserable.
If you want to feel old, they go. If you want to feel old, ask them who their genie for Aladdin was. Because they're talking about Robin Williams being their genie.
Yeah.
You know?
Is there another one?
I think so. Isn't there? Didn't they remake Aladdin? There was never a Aladdin before that, right?
I think so. I think there was like a live action of that.
Yeah, I think that's what I mean.
Yeah, I don't know. I never saw that. I think it's weird how they just remake movies.
Oh my God! Everyone's shooting me.
Quit remaking
Dude,
old movies.
I just got absolutely mollywopped by everyone right there. The whole fucking team. Alright, I'm coming, Greg. Fuck this.
Wait, as this is from Ireland, like Scandinavia. Are they very white there? I've never been to Ireland or Scandinavia. Sometimes the guys throw out like countries, and I'm like, are those real countries? Scandinavia sounds like it's from a fantasy novel. Yeah, there's like a new Aladdin Scrappy, like a live action.
Oh yeah, she said this live action.
Did your wrestling room in college, was it a music playing wrestling room? Did you guys play music like while you practiced or
Guy
no?
also has, like, everything has rock,
Not
it's so
during
annoying, like,
practice. Sometimes it all depends. Like
miserable,
in the beginning,
miserable
or sometimes maybe warming up, but like
Ugh.
not like during, because we like our coach would like fucking try to do
fucking
stupid
stuff, yeah.
shit. You know, like, oh, we're gonna practice this for today, and then
Everyone is so
and it's like,
high,
okay, we don't
okay.
give a fuck what you're saying. Because
Why
we're
is
gonna
there
wrestle
such
how
a
we're
big
gonna
meme
wrestle.
around
At
Ohio
this point,
chat?
you know, like everyone had their own style
What
of
is up
wrestling.
with that?
It's like you're not gonna teach the 125 leggers what the fuck to do. Oh, they're gonna suddenly start fucking arm barring. You know, I did start doing some shit because that's what I was. I didn't know what the fuck any of this shit was. So cool. I'm like, cool. Oh, that's how you fucking run an arm bar? Sweet. I never taught that.
Like Kaylee anymore, chat.
I didn't know shit. You know, no one ever taught me fucking.
Like, 'cause Mr. Butler was like a good like coach, but not necessarily like a good wrestling coach. He was, you know what I mean? Like he didn't know shit.
Well, that's part of it. Is he didn't know that much. He didn't know. Also, like you have to like teach to like everyone, and also you have to teach to where no one knew what the fuck they were doing. So you had like fucking maybe 2 years of wrestling experience going into that. Some with one, fucking none. You know, so like you have to fucking really just get to the basics and give them 1 or 2 things that are gonna work and that they can actually physically do.
Yes, yes, I get it.
I mean, it worked for a lot of us.
I'm just a girl.
Yep.
Hi.
And you know, yeah, I mean, he kept it simple. He didn't.
I think the,
give you
like,
guys
the
a
main
better chance to
geography
win
that we
than,
learned
like-
was like just the geography of
The
the
tilt ain't a bad move.
And
Running, grabbing a wrist and fucking getting underneath their fucking ass and, you know, riding their
Now we
hips.
got- now it's like,
And then if you can catch
now
a
they
cradle,
changed the
but
rules too. We got 2 point. A 2 count is a 2 near fall now. 3 near fall, 4 near fall. And you
That's
got three,
crazy, 'cause
three-
that's
three
like-
takedowns now. 3-point takedowns now in high school too.
Really?
Yep.
The fuck is that? That's stupid. Because then you get to like attack much quicker. It's like, I'd rather see the people
Everyone else
try
is
and get
supposed
to
They
the
just like
pin.
they hated that it was like
No, fight
you know,
the
you could take a
stereotype.
guy down
Fight
twice.
the stereotype, Desi. You're amazing and smart.
Only be up 2.
Well, yeah, that's
That was, like,
wrestling.
hard
Get
to
over
do.
it. Fucking.
So now
Or
they
take him
changed
down
it
and
to
put him to his back and pin him. Fuck.
Yeah. So I don't know. They thought they liked it in college. They thought it.
They want to have more action, but how are you going to have more action if you just make every move that is successful be more points? That doesn't make more action.
What happens in
Doesn't give the person who's down the time to defend themselves and make something happen. If you want action, you have to make the kid score more points.
Sort of just like
So he has to he has to do an extra another move to get more
sort of
points. What the fuck? That doesn't make sense.
Evened out because like you had guys that would get way ahead, but he's like it also gave you a chance to come back in some matches that you normally wouldn't have a chance. I don't know. I mean, we'll see, man. They did it 1 year in college and then they approved it for high school. The next year, boom.
It's
right away.
dumb.
So, I think it's. I don't. The only rule I like that they changed. They made it like the college out of bounds rule, so like you only have to have like 1.
If they don't add fucking riding time into it, then that's even worse.
Yeah, I agree with that too.
But also, they don't have enough time. Like, they should just make it 3-2-2 then. Fuck it.
Yeah.
But
Well, my kids are already like, damn, 2-2-2. That's gonna be. I'm like, yeah, I mean.
what do they wrestle
I've done that
now?
A little bit in club, but that's for middle school. It was only. It was like 1.5.
Oh, fuck. Well, goddamn, yeah, man. If I wrestle with these kids, I mean, I could probably still go for 7 minutes, maybe, but I'm telling you, going for 7 minutes is a lot fucking.
Oh yeah, 7 minutes is crazy. 6 minutes, they're already gonna be dying. 7 minutes. That first period is nuts.
What do you mean? What sisters? It was always
Yep.
just me.
But eventually, you just kind of like, that's what you're used to.
Yeah, you just get used to it. Yeah.
It's like, yeah, okay, yeah, cool. And they almost
And
feel
like-
like, I'd rather have 3 minutes in the first period, be honest.
That's like Owen did before he got hurt was 2-2-2, and so he's.
Wait.
Am I in charge?
Yeah.
Drug problems,
It's not like, and Cameron.
Oh.
Well,
Why is there not
Cameron's going to this wrestling camp with the team,
in Ohio?
and there's not that many kids going. So like, they do like dual meets. I'm like, you're gonna get some matches against
Some
you know,
good ass
varsity
kids.
so-
And Owen's not gonna be there.
No, it's not gonna be there. I mean, he probably could like maybe get back in time, but I'm not trying to rush that for some stupid camp.
Like redistribute
So
everyone.
Cameron's just going.
And then like, Cameron gets to go and be
But
fucking
I'm
cool
telling
with
Cameron,
his
I'm like,
buddies
yeah, I'm like,
without
you
him.
know, yeah, and I'm like, you know, I'm like, you're gonna weigh. I'm like, you weigh 100.
I feel like everywhere you go, it's just overpopulated.
What is Owen weigh?
Match found.
No, that's not
Like, is he running
That's
around
just
and
Kylie.
working out, or is he just getting fat while he's off?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is he
He was sort of
lifting
getting fat
weights,
for a
or
minute, but now he's been back. Now he's back to.
is because, like you said, if he's gonna try and be on the varsity or whatever, he's gonna have to
I'm saying,
fucking.
he's got to get a lot stronger.
Unless you think he can beat the kid that's gonna be at whatever weight class.
Half the people be in a different city. And then everybody has more space.
I don't know.
I don't know.
If I
That's
had
why
to
I'm
bet,
not in
I would say no.
politics. I don't know how everything works.
But they've only wrestled once, and it was Greco, and he threw Owen.
He's stronger
But
than these guys.
you know,
Yeah.
I mean,
So he's probably got that confidence, and he's like, I'm not gonna.
yeah,
let
and he's
this
a
little
fucking, and he's
fucking
like, he just
kid.
happens to be small. He's a fucking junior, you know. He'll be a junior.
Yep.
And so it's like,
Yep. He's like, I'm not letting this freshman walk in, and
Space
Owen's
isn't
probably like,
really
oh, I already got tossed by this kid. Oh fuck. Instead of being like, fuck that bitch. I'm gonna
it just sort of depends. I think all of them have these grandiose pipe dreams of
I
what
think
weight
the
class
biggest
they're gonna
problem
go.
here in
So
the
I think they're all
Philippines is that
You know
all
what
of
I'm saying?
the
every kid is like, oh,
Well,
he's
yeah,
like,
I thought I
I'm
was gonna be
one
the state
It's like,
champion.
So
What are
you're
you
one
not
talking
people
about?
from the provinces
He's
move
like, I'm
to
going.
the cities
This
to
kid
try
says
and
he's gonna
get
go
like a
106.
better job or
There's
whatever.
no fucking way.
But the thing is, there's not a lot of space.
Who said 106? Owen?
the kid that I think he would have to be.
it's like-
and I don't think either. I think they're
Yeah,
both.
like
gonna
neither
be
one of them can make 106.
Yeah, neither of them are gonna
So
be
it's like
106.
a no. But
If Owen could get down to 106, he'd be varsity. But that's, I mean,
it could be
but like,
better
it's-
managed.
or
if
like some
a
of the
lot
kids
of
like assume he's gonna make varsity because they just assume always
I
a freshman
can't
he's
deal
gonna
with
go
the
to state, but
morality
he's
of
not
yet
that
another
small.
brimstone.
Yep.
They
Some kids are fucking tiny.
Like, well, fuck it. Cut weight. Take some fucking laxatives, buddy.
Yeah, I mean.
And you're like, well, you're a freshman. What the fuck does that mean? Unless you're gonna be a 4-time state champion, I don't think you need to do that right now.
When the season comes around, some of it's like I'm just not gonna have the argument right now because it's just not even. He's
It's a lot of complicated stuff to go into there, and probably too political for
But
VTuber chat.
you
Yeah,
never
it's
know.
fine,
I
we can
mean,
move
guys
on.
get better and get worse.
It only started because I have a very simple understanding of how
I'm varsity the freshman year, which
of
is fine.
how to fix overpopulation. So we can just move
It is
on.
what it is. It means we have a decent squad and stuff. So.
Yeah, only
I'd rather have a
Kaidi
team
can probably
like
answer
go to high school where they
these.
care about wrestling and are pretty good. Than
Without any problems at
make
all.
varsity on some shit ass program.
I got Raze here. I got Smoke here. I got everyone on A.
Quick question, Reina. What skins do you have, gang?
Shut up.
Cutting their vision.
Be nice.
I am purple. And
Cover me, Greg. Cover me, Greg. Cover me. Cover me. Cover me. Cover me. What door? What are you guys doing?
Get out of here.
I'm not
That was the girl that's the girl who killed me. So get in there and finish it. Finish it. Yep.
I'm not Phoenix. Sorry.
Turn left. Turn left. Okay, yeah, just make sure they don't come through that door.
all is well. To a city that's like hours away from.
What was your question?
Equals. But I do know that some people are just.
What skins do you have?
Why were you asking me about skins in the first round? We could only grab
They just like the whole
handguns.
like office.
And I don't know the name of the skins that I have. I'm sorry. I'm not like that. I have this skin. Am I a father? Sure. Yep, I'm a father.
Kinda sound like a dad.
Yeah, I got. Wait till you hear my jokes later.
Can't wait.
Target spotted B. Good at his sensor down.
Spike down B.
When you say it like that, it sounds so scary. I have a very easy way to solve overpopulation. Were you going to send that?
One
I
enemy
did.
remaining.
I thought I said I only have a very simple understanding on how to fix.
AFK.
I know. I didn't say that it was easy, did I?
He who is AFK.
With that last skin.
Don't do it. Don't do it.
I have a fast connection, so I don't have to wait.
I see you trying to come take my kill. Then don't do it.
I would have if that were me. I would have taken it.
Well, I had a knife from behind.
Ears still ringing.
Internet is really, really great.
Oh, hopefully that kid's right there. A
I'm
bunch of
not
trolls
fighting
on this
anyone,
field.
I'm just like
Get out of
running.
here. That's the
So I
points.
don't have to
Because my draw only gave me 3 RR.
It's always some new sight. I'll travel day and night.
For you,
Because I
Hermanita.
have the speed of light.
There you go. Most overpopulated places are cities where the jobs are. Can you really move them to the middle of nowhere? I don't know.
You don't have to answer, right?
I don't know.
You do. Now they're asking you about
Maybe.
life.
I think the answer to that is maybe. You could probably move them, but it takes like what's it called?
Got one.
Resources to do so.
Spike down.
Spike's
Defenders
down.
on. One enemy remaining.
I got another one. Got another one. Got another one.
I don't know. I told you,
I
I
don't
don't
know
know.
if these people are playing.
We can move on from it.
Never had a doubt. Let's keep it going. Try to stay serious here, but that's so much
A lot of
fun.
employers really hate remote work. I don't know why they do. Cause I'm not an employer, so I don't know what the employer thoughts are when it comes to these things. Let's just run. I know that there's a place for us to stay up there. Excuse me. Excuse me. Okay. Okay. Yeah.
Eventually.
Yeah, it's a question for Kairi. You don't have to ask me. I'm just Kairi's sister. That's who I am.
That's who you are.
They're here on A. No, fucking goddamn! I couldn't get my goddamn.
That's crazy, man.
Spike down A.
No way, dude. 120 on.
Which way? Which way? Which way?
Send people to Mars.
I think you just walled someone in.
By the year 2550, we should have Earth too. Jesus
Yep,
Christ.
just saw a catwalk in that corner right there.
Okay.
In what corner?
Right by A.
I did.
What do you mean by A?
Where the catwalk comes to A at that back door.
Right
Is
here?
that how they created Australia?
Right here?
30 seconds left.
Australia?
One
Yeah,
enemy remains.
right there. That's where she was. Yeah.
You know what?
Kinda
I'll pick this gun up. Oh, I'll pick this gun up.
good.
Oh, what? I didn't get it. It was
Now
a skin.
do it
Oh.
again.
You saw her throw that skin down the fucking well?
God, why are you faster than me? Why are you faster than me? Tapos may pa-epal pa tong... Like, oh, pa-epal.
Uh-oh.
What the shit?
Defenders win.
Okay, okay, okay. 13-0 win. Guess we can play one more, Greg.
You know, your job.
I need to actually go to bed, but I'll play one more and then I'll go to bed. I promise.
Yeah.
This next game will be fucking until fucking 12:45.
I know.
PM.
Now.
Let me cook. Let me
Yep.
cook.
Okay, what?
You should just play
Oh.
Elden Ring.
Why?
Gabriella
At
Lima.
least you
If I
understand
can get
how
a
this
badass MVP.
Who's
game.
Gabriella Lima, Greg?
I don't know.
Right.
You don't know? I swear that name sounds familiar.
Gabriella Lima? Isn't there like a
I feel like I'm not doing well so
Oh, maybe
far
that's what it
in, like
is.
the Elden Ring.
I don't know.
I feel like
That
I'm
is
so
either that
rusty.
man sounds familiar.
Not that I was that good a few days back either, but I feel like I'm doing a lot worse. Am I just using Kairi
What
as
did
a
you say?
crutch to play this game? Do I have
Gabriella?
skills of
Is that what you
my
said?
own?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Play
I'm
again?
the carrier.
Yeah.
Ha 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 ha. Ha 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 ha.
Dalawa pa talaga sila. Oh my god! Oh, ang bilis.
Gabrielle Lima is a singer. So that's probably it, man.
There you go. She's a singer, right? Okay,
that
that's
about?
why I'm like,
Hispanic singer?
why this motherfucker? Yeah, I knew something was up. I'm like, who the fuck is this on
Ah, come on, please no.
on Tinder with the same name? I mean, that might be her name. What does she look
Greg, I love
like?
your Pokemon Unite streams. You can
Does
play
she look
Pokemon
like this,
Unite
Greg?
Again soon with Baby Usa.
Short curly hair.
She's gonna play on her phone.
I don't know.
think that'll
Here,
be
you want to
fun.
see her picture?
Come on,
Come,
just
turn,
leave me alone.
turn my stream on, or can you turn my stream on real quick?
I'm
Yep.
done.
And I'm gonna
done?
put
Come
them,
join
go
me,
to the main
Papa.
camera
I have to clean the pool.
over in the queue, and I'm gonna show you this. You tell me when you're on, when you see me.
I will.
Alright.
Tell me if this. I probably should just. I could just Google it myself.
Watch Baby
Does
Usa
that-
carry us though.
Greg, you see that?
That is not what the singer looks like now.
That is not what the singer looks like.
No.
Echo Sisters
Not at
versus
all.
Chad.
Uh-oh.
That's only like
The singer has
Oh.
like short curly black hair.
Oh, okay.
With what, Baba?
Oh, and
Okay,
it's
I'll respond to
and it's
her.
Gabriella Lima is the singer, not Gabrielle.
Help me, dear
There's
sister.
an A at the end of the other girl's name. But that girl's probably too hot to be real.
All three
That's what happens
hearts
half the
are
time.
not beating anymore.
I'm dying. Help.
Dead.
You just killed me immediately. Just hurry
Well,
up
we're
and
in the
help me
queue, but
back.
nothing's happening.
Hurry.
I think about
Oh my god, that's so funny that you just said that, and then I just got this meme. It says, it's like a meme of somebody looking at it. It says, when a clearly fake hot chick sends you a friend request and you see your boy as a mutual, and you're like, oh no, he's an idiot.
Are you a land creature
That,
or water
I'll get spam.
I do, yes, I do. You don't have to tell me.
Spam
'Cause
requests, and I always see Brian O'Donoghue.
yep.
I'm like, dude.
I also I had to fucking tell Quas to like stop fucking adding certain people. But Quas, stop doing this, please. Here, other people are getting then because the thing is like it will fucking give you a recommendation because one of your friends is on it. So like, and then you're gonna go. You're like, I'm like, who the fuck is this bitch? And then you're like, who? Okay, what do we have in common? And you're like, oh okay, what the fuck?
Look at this, Yeechi and Love Yeechi. They better be good. Whenever I get duos, they.
How's everyone doing today?
Fuck around.
He talked to you.
Good, let's go.
Hell yeah.
Why do you love Yeechi?
She's obsessed.
I didn't ask Yeechi to answer. I asked the other one to answer.
Tell him.
Are you one of those guys that takes over and doesn't allow your friend to have autonomy, or what's the word that people have been using now? Fuck, god damn it.
Don't kill my dogs.
What?
I'll think of it.
Please,
Not women being able to do things or something?
Not autonomy, but
Would you have been there for them? Well, it's not like I have anything else to do, so yeah. At least
it's like
you
very
have
similar.
us.
It's like having
Guess.
action, having ability to like
Thanks for keeping me company.
act on your own accord.
What about the sky? But for Equaton, I don't know.
Remember
if a
they
sky
kept
creature would
talking
fit
about
Equaton.
it with protesters recently. It was one of the new buzz terms that they were using again, and I was like, you motherfuckers. Can we just like stop throwing buzzwords? Why can't people just be direct with what the fuck is happening? Normal ass terms.
They're dumb.
I mean, I get what they're saying when they're talking about it, but it's like, what is it? Not action.
Baka mamatay pa ako, mamamatay pa yata ako, chat.
Hold on, let me go ask ChatGPT.
Oh, no! They were so close! You were so close.
See you, Spider. Don't you get any closer, I'll fuck you up.
Can I be a crab? I think a crab would fit Equaton. I think that's a good choice. A crab.
So, who has to die?
Oh.
Owen was sick from school today, and they had a pep rally. And Cameron said they talked about Owen and asked him to stand up, and he wasn't there. I was like, oh, well, he didn't even know.
Agency. Yep, that is what I'm looking for. Good job. Thank you.
What?
Agency. That's the word. Agency, Greg. That's what, like when they're talking about. Oh, you're taking away her agency.
Don't die,
This is the first time I've heard that.
What? Yeah, what? Dude, that's like whatever. All the fucking protesters we're talking about, like, these college people have taken their agency back, and it's like, shut the fuck up.
I don't watch any news.
At all?
Party grade.
None.
Ever?
None.
How do you know shit? You were a journalist. You were a fucking.
Do we have Mama Usa Candy Crush stream?
Watch out, you're not.
I could try if it happened.
So how do you know about the world?
Later tonight, because today's going to be a long stream. I think later tonight, after we do the
Spike planted.
Reading stuff, or I just don't.
Do some,
Well, that's the news.
I know, I'm saying I don't watch the news, so I don't.
Well, they
hear
still
an
right
agency.
agency.
I haven't seen it.
Yesterday, which I'm a little bit sad about. Wait long, I need to bring
Get
up
it?
the dogs.
I can't watch.
Get it, get it, get it, get it, get it, get it. She's on the back, right? Oh, you got it. Stick it, stick it, stick it, stick it. You got it, you got it, you got it.
Not this time.
They kind of like Fall Guys, I think.
Thank you, I Love Yichi, for covering and trading for me. I believe you have your own agency, ma'am.
What am I saying? Of course we've done.
Shut up.
Greg doesn't
What
like
are you
it.
talking about?
Greg does what? I'm talking about her having her own agency. You don't need to talk for her anymore, sir. Zip it.
I don't mind it.
I'm not drunk, I'm high.
Ah,
And what are you, Yichi?
no, I can't say I am.
You're not Yichi right now? I'm Gucci. Gucci. Yichi.
Oh, shit.
I think your girlfriend likes me. She might become a I Love Scrappy after this. Good job, I brought him to you, lady friend. We're on a date together in the kitchen. Would I make you a sandwich, ma'am? I'll be that man for you.
Spike planted.
Oh god, no!
Money, right? Sure.
Does Yichi make you sandwiches? What? I'll get killed there. Why did you all walk back? What? You just all walked right past me like that and let me die like that?
We didn't know she was back there.
Greg, unless you talk on with holding V, I don't want to hear a talk out of you anymore, Greg. Greg's just Discord talking to me, and you guys are missing it. Oh, we didn't even see her back there. That's what he
said. We
said.
didn't know he was there. Why would I need to say V on that?
So the rest of the chat can hear you.
We'll go after this, right?
I don't
So
know.
that our teammates can hear you.
I was under-
Greg says he doesn't care about you, is what he just said, chat.
Thank you.
Or teammates.
He's mad I don't say every single goddamn thing in chat to the whole team.
Bro, I fucking love you, Scrappy.
Thank you. See, now Yichi's gonna be, he's gonna change his name to Yichi I Love Scrappy.
Hell yeah.
I made a friend tonight.
He's being
It would be
facetious.
perfect because everyone can hang out with
I'm sorry to take your boyfriend from you, I Love Yichi.
Okay, we can try it out. Let me check
You
it
didn't
out.
know he swung that way, did you?
Eliminate.
Oh, I got a slap on that
120
Reyna.
rates.
Don't get affected by the no space.
You like that protection?
And the cold thingy. Chat, what's it called? The cold temperature.
She's right there to your left. I love Yichi. Oh, sorry. Oh, there was one right there somewhere. Unless she went underneath.
Oh, cinnamon roll
I can
from
heal you. I can heal you. Come
Oh,
back to
what
my.
the
Come back to the edge of the wall. Come back to the edge of the wall.
How did he get over there?
Oh, I can't heal you there. They're over here, I think. Yep, they're planning here. They're planning here. They're planning here.
Yeah.
Spike planted.
They plan today.
Yeah, they're playing today. I said they're all over
What are
here.
you doing? I love you.
I
She
hit
doesn't know the map.
what's her face? Fade or Glory? What's her name?
Clove.
Yeah, that's the one I hit her. I got it to half.
BXP.
I packed her in.
My turn. Last player.
What? No! What a whore!
Nice try.
She got killed and then she came back to life.
Time to stock back up.
Oh my goodness, we did it, we did it. Patty, patty.
What is that word?
Life form, but they're uglier. Oh, then they're not the ultimate life form, chat. They're not. I think my sister is Choco Cat. I'm assuming based on the amount of Choco Cat things I remember her having when she was
Potty potty.
Cat is pretty cute too. I was more of a Kuromi kind of girl growing up though. I wasn't a fan of like the whole.
Potty. I don't know what that word means. What is that word?
Get out of reloading.
Like
Potty,
any of
potty.
their merch, I would say. But now I feel like I'm more of a.
I hit for 140. I'm done using the outlaw, bro. I've hit like 3 people for 140.
Yeah, don't take the outlaw. Don't take the outlaw.
What the fuck?
They're coming this way.
My ultimate.
They're at spawn.
I got one.
Spike down A. Last player standing.
No! I didn't fucking reload quick enough. I fucking suck, dude. I'm always just popping fucking bullets back in. I could have stayed just shooting with what I had.
That's alright. The I love Ichi is absolutely
I think
awful.
that would be the.
What do you mean
most
she's on top of us?
Perfect. Like.
I mean,
Ichi,
Ichi.
then, I mean, yeah.
The boy is bad. The girl is good.
I started liking
His
cinnamon roll when I
girlfriend.
saw the
Yeechi?
Yeechi? Oh, nice. Cinnamon roll is very cute.
What's
We got
up?
shirts for BB.
Is everything okay, sir?
Yep, it's going great.
Clothing store. Kerupi is also one of my favorites.
I hit Clove 130.
You know, I think frogs in general are like.
Even when I switch to a different gun, I still do 130.
Was that the blast frog? Have you guys seen that one? Oh, have you seen the one with like the like that's super chunky? It looks like a rock, and
Enemy spotted.
We're planning over here, B.
Spike planted.
Scrappy, someone's coming behind you.
That one, that's cool. Ah, thank you, Seiko Vermilion.
Dude, I knew she was there. And
Someone is A.
Going, because Kaiden and Sam aren't back yet. I gotta go my own.
what are they doing on A?
What about everything?
Last player standing.
God damn it.
What about trust? You know I never wanted to hurt you. What about me? What am I supposed to do? I gotta promise you.
They want to scatter from my stuff.
I've
Super
got
easy to pick
to
up.
move on and be who I am. I just don't belong here. I hope you understand. We might find a place in this world someday.
Greg?
At least for now.
It's gonna take me a while, but I think I figured out how to program my chatbot to be like me and respond and connect to my VTuber and have my VTuber respond as a little character that I can set up and have it
I'm not gonna bother with the dragon chat. I don't wanna
chill and
lose
then
the
make fun of it.
because I thought that
Then
I could
respond to questions from us and listen to our chat and then respond.
Destabilizing.
And it can actually do like
Spike planted.
theoretically searches and all that shit and like actually do like normal shit, but also I wanted to go.
Last player standing.
Gosh, I did 105 to that Clove.
That's sucking enough.
If you must fall, then fall near me.
Or is it just like a bunch of crumbling buildings and nothing really going down to the ground? Oh. That was not a good way to
You just keep taking this same specter.
tell your guests welcome. Awful, awful.
Let's
Do you
start
guys
this
like
party.
the short chat of Kaidi singing the Wake Me Up Inside? I thought it was pretty fun. Oh!
Hey,
Sir! Sir, calm down.
Oh my fucking gosh, I've hit this Clove for 100, 3 fucking rounds straight and died to it. She's at 10 again.
Spike planted.
You will my ally.
It'll wake you up, Scrappy.
Last player standing.
It's not like we're doing random quest anyway, but it does allow for us to
fucking
find.
terrible. I'm fucking
Remember,
terrible.
wipe the prints from your guns. It's just good crime scene etiquette.
Well, let's just say hi to her. I think there's like a freaking chest near her anyway that we can use. Ang kinis natin chat, though.
I forget that place.
Then we go up here.
Here goes that
Hey there, girl. Yeah.
Thou must have some business in mind, though I have no memory of inking thee an invitation.
Nope. I just wanted to say hi.
Someone is B. Enemy spotted B.
Reloaded.
Then wilt thou enter into I am the witch Rani. I stole death long ago, and certainly
Caught one.
No distraction.
How can I hit a dude? This fucking what's that bitch's name? Clove.
Spike planted.
Just, how did you no one kill Clove? I hit it for 78. There's no way.
One enemy remaining.
Hey guys, she's behind yellow, she's behind yellow, she's behind yellow, she's behind yellow, she's behind yellow box.
Oh my gosh. I thought you were behind me at first. I was like, fuck.
Anyone have
Anyone
any
wants to
slips?
dab?
I may have jammed my fingers.
Most important
Yeah, we've been
fingers.
streaming way too late, Nolio. I know that a lot of our viewers are from the other side of the world, and this kind of time usually is the one that works best for them. And then suddenly, bam, just like streaming so much in the evenings. It's very awkward times.
Time to blow something up.
You're in the kitchen? In the kitchen.
Still in sight. Enemy down.
What are you two doing? What's wrong with you two Reynas?
6 a.m. streams are a killer. I know. I feel like YouTube does well though. With,
They're
like,
planting
Spike
it.
planted. I think it's pretty funny. Ah, best boy chat.
Are you two trolling us?
Smash.
Damn it!
Are they underneath or on top?
Last player standing.
What will it be this time? Have any patterns emerged yet?
Not really, but I just particularly like life in general. If there was only a way for us to stay with him a little bit longer. This guy's an asshole. I don't like this guy. So we're gonna skip talking to him. He's not that important anyway to our quest.
Good luck.
So I've got to move on and be who I am. I just don't belong here. I hope you understand.
Enemy spotted B.
Hey.
Foolish.
You have to talk to him, don't you? No, you don't have to. You're good. Why can't I move more?
Spike planted.
I have to talk to him? No way.
Supply destroyed.
God says so. I don't like how he talks either. Fine. Can I move now?
Last player standing.
Oh, I have to finish talking to him?
Remove. One day.
God, your fun. My turn.
Dude.
That shit's ridiculous.
And she comes back to life.
You know?
Forgive me.
Like what the fuck kind of ability is this? I mean, it's one thing for me to have the ability to res someone else. She fucking just on her own comes back to life. That's like what I did in the game the other night. Fucking and that guy was stunned when I did that. I guarantee he was pissed off because he put me down. I missed like I hit with like 3 out of the fucking however many shots on that, 10 maybe on that guy, and then went down and then rezzed myself. He didn't know that I had that ability to do that right there. He probably did know that I had the ability, but he wasn't thinking about it. Then I did it because he was probably like, "Where's the last guy to kill?"
Rain is in tunnel with you, Scrappy.
What? I need help here. There's help here. God damn it!
Spike planted.
Bro, 130 gecko, 130 clove.
Last player
Oh,
standing.
damn it! I'm done. I can't shoot this round. I suck tonight. I just couldn't hit him. I just fucking suck. I can't get a fucking kill. You bet it's Yichi.
Last round before the switch. Don't be cheap.
I'm done with this game, bro. Literally every round I've done a minimum 100 damage before dying. It's like I'm just getting them to one tap and then I don't even get the assist.
You gotta use better guns though too.
Me?
I can't get them because I keep dying after hitting them for
Sniper
100.
over and over.
It's either I go back on shield or I get a worse gun, but I can't get a worse gun.
I will hold up the sky.
Take these guys to the edge from now on.
There's the tree. This is where we're supposed to go. Into the woods. It's time to go.
Mid. Well, that's you guys? That's you guys? What the fuck are we doing?
Spike planted. Enemy spotted.
For you. Jesus Christ.
Reloading.
Opponent killed. You had your fun. My turn.
It's such a big bear.
Last
That
player
little
standing.
whore! Dude! She did it again. How can she do that every round?
Oh my god. Bounced up over my fucking head.
Switching sides.
She really said F you, chat.
I didn't bring a
No,
snack.
I will never curse at
Did
the
anyone
chat.
bring a snack?
I will never curse at the chat I love. Oh chat, you're beautiful as you are. I remember the world of
This is so pretty.
Where are you?
Going down.
Am I still naked?
Because I haven't been able to find good clothes. Kylie, have you ever thought of that before asking such insensitive questions?
She has 31 kills, so she just gets her ult every fucking.
Sige. Aw, that's so sad.
Do you want me to play? No.
Why, what happened ba?
Tumansik sa akin yung
What are you tumalsik sa'yo?
nagmanalam siya right now.
Ano yung tumalsik sa'yo?
I'm missing a finger.
Up the top. Why is nobody else shooting the one guy that's there?
I got it.
Last player standing.
Ah, damn it.
I'm ready.
Because Yichi takes a sniper every round.
I'm ready.
You can have my fingers, don't worry. I have like 8. Huh? Di ba parang kulang ka na? Aren't you already
Where's the
missing
rest of
2?
your fingers?
Where's the other 2 fingers?
Where missing a finger?
Huh? You need to explain
him
a
down.
little bit more. I'm very confused.
I know where I am, Baba. I'm at the part where I have to go to the other guy. The guy with the
Spike down, mid.
Shotty put the same amount as stupid ass Spectre bullshit.
What do I do?
Well, look for the guy leaving.
Drop the gecko.
Something about boss. Oh, I changed this.
Got me.
One enemy remaining.
Reloading.
I have this bike.
Is it the small gold effigy or it's like?
ET's wrecking people. I'm watching him. What the fuck?
Are toes also like fingers?
Plant it, Miss
This
Ichi.
is so
Hey.
5 chances, and they missed them all.
What happened?
No, we don't.
He just got an ace all of a sudden.
Okay, I only have like 70 8 grenades left.
Weapon
Hopefully
here.
that's enough.
Oh, there's gonna be like a total of 20. What are you talking about?
Humans have 8 fingers.
Ma'am, are you there?
Thumbs are not
Humans.
fingers.
Eh?
Did I scare her off?
Come, Baba.
I'm sorry.
Did you pick up some stuff here? They have gold. Oh, we're just here to like
I'm just
kill
a
everyone.
poor
She hasn't been able to hear anyone since she DC'd.
Right?
The horse? Oh, later, yeah. We're gonna try to kill the horse after this.
What do you mean?
Because we just,
First
apparently, mahina siya sa, mahina siya sa rot.
Oh yeah.
And mahina siya sa poison.
Yeah, poison.
Do you have anything that has poison with you?
Nada.
Oh, mother. But it's okay.
Gotcha, my turn. Oh boy.
We have the window.
I need no some.
I just had to kill her twice right now.
Spike down, B.
Fuck!
Oh,
This
I
dude,
forgot to
our
set it up,
teammates
but I can set it up
gotta.
in a bit.
You're kidding? I killed this fucking 2 times.
I'm killing people.
Cypher, there's gonna be one more coming from that same exact
Run,
spot.
it's okay. But don't forget to pick up the lighty stuff on the floor. Ikaw meron dito. Oh, bam. Oh, gold.
One enemy remaining. Last player standing.
Last one's Snowman.
Where?
Just keep going, just keep going. Oh god.
Snowman.
Just keep going. Just keep going up.
Ping,
Just go
ping,
30
ping.
seconds
Left.
left.
Whoa. Pick that guy's stuff.
I have this bike.
Excuse me. I haven't sat
On a grace? It's okay, we'll find one, I guess.
Where is she?
She was Snowman.
Tawag ng
Good,
puto.
like right there.
I don't know what the fuck snowman is.
You can wall yourself off.
I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't know what snowman means. What the fuck does that mean?
Sorry, I
Snowman.
tried pinging it, but she was there. I honestly don't know how she got there. She must have rotated all the way back.
Lice or mice? If you had to live with 1,000 of it, would you rather have a lice or mice? Hello, eyes.
Snowman's like that top left corner on the map, like above B site.
Over there.
Lice or mice? Do we have mods up here?
Here, Baba, may something.
Let's flush them out.
Mods. Can we have lice or mice in the chat? Lice or mice in the chat, please.
What?
Yes, when we want.
Our spike is down.
Yeah, makes me followers
Spike
now.
down, attacker spawn.
I know, right? Me too. That's how I react.
That's what I feel too. It's been a long day. Not I take a shower, but if you had to choose. So chat is saying they want mice. I could keep 1,000 mice in comfort. It's fine.
Someone's in attacker spawn.
But why no lice?
It's right there.
Why
Hey,
no
door.
lice?
Dude, fuck.
Last player
No
standing.
way!
Ate ko, it's cute.
God damn it. Of course, right when I go to throw that is when she pops out of it.
Would you rather have lice or mice? I'm gonna hit it, I'm gonna hit it, I'm gonna hit it. I'm gonna hit it, I'm gonna hit it, I'm gonna hit it.
No hard feelings. My ultimate is ready. One round.
I'm coming.
Okay.
Nice. There's a thing here. Did you pick it up? Crab eggs, I guess.
It has, it,
I have retrieved the spike.
if it gave eggs, 30
seconds left.
Pregnant anymore?
I guess so, yeah. Somebody stole their eggs from inside of its body.
Or it just, you know, ladies'
Chad is
eggs.
asking if the lies are my friend.
Oh, no way.
Defenders win.
Is there such a thing?
Ask yourself that first, Chad.
The crab kind of looks
Okay,
like
Greg.
Kylie.
Well, my heartbeat went all the way down to fucking 50 something.
My win streak is over.
Yeah, mine too.
It was a non-losing streak, actually, because I drew last time.
Hello. Where are we going, right?
I'm 48 out of 100 on Iron 2, like a
What am
bitch.
I? Career.
I want to lose my
Talpo. Oh, thank you so much for the follow. Cherry
Negative
Sherbet.
25.
Sherbet?
I'm
Wala.
0 out of 100 Iron 3.
Cherry
That girl was
Sherbet.
was bronze, Greg.
Welcome to Ekoton! If you're new here, my name is Raika.
And I'm Kylie.
And together we are Ekoton! We're VTuber sisters from the Philippines.
Hi, hi!
Okay, so what we gotta do, bro, is you see this? We have to light them all up.
So Chad is saying lice feed on your blood, so they're really not as comfortable to have around, Kyrie. I remember one time I had a pet roach. Siku!